fam, this box is heavy. It might be a 10-pound dumbbell in here. Look at it. There's no way it's a snack. Listen to this. There's no way there's snacks. All right, let's do this. Yo, Take This Podcast, episode 232. George Gregg back in the building. I'm gonna change up the intro too. I've been thinking about doing that.
What point do you open that box first or what?
Let's do a pickup. So it's not a pickup. So
yeah,
it's not a pickup for me.
Oh, I know, but I don't think I said it last.
Well, then yeah, you did. I don't know. Oh no. If that's no, you said you were definitely gonna try and cop. So I think it came out this past weekend, right?
Maybe that's what it was.
And you already looked at it? The point of the unboxings is to come here and not look at it.
That's why you get to open it, because you were on the fence.
I've been sent a lot of good pictures of Obsidians, and people have sent some pictures of Teals and all the other ones. They look fire. You know, you got the right filter, you got the right angle. Right. Someone took a picture of the Teal ones in like a rain puddle. Them joints look fire.
Teals are nice, but if you have that, what's the point of
Are
teal?
you keeping those?
Yeah.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay.
Fam.
I don't know. Who knows?
Fam, you got to cut yourself with that. No, you better watch your head going like that.
Appreciate everybody who likes, subscribe, share this podcast. Listener suggestions. I appreciate people who are still listening suggestions. Some of them good, some of them bad. But look, I promise you, when something good.
Next top 10 is top 10 Quentin Tarantino movie characters.
We will have a bunch of top 10s to go through. We do top 10 Quentin Tarantino characters. We got top 10 romantic comedies. We got top 10.
Now listen, that's too big.
How's that too big?
All movies, all time.
Romantic comedies of all time?
I mean,
it ain't that big. It's not as big as you think.
What? Man, what?
And they gotta be good. It can't just be that big. A lot of romantic comedies are awful.
That's the longest list in history. Usually number top 10 action movies. Same thing.
Yeah, but that was a little bit. A lot of guys would agree more.
Stars, that's different.
Oh. We did action movies before.
No.
Yeah, we did. We've done action movies. We've had to.
No.
I'm going to look that up. I feel like we've done action movies. We've done sport, but there's no way we've not done action movies.
We did serials.
Okay.
We did TV shows.
Got a package today. Well, actually got it over the weekend. Actually, I can't remember. I had it for a while, sent it at the door. I think it might have came like the day after we had recorded. So I've been holding it ever since. I'm not going to say the name that's on here because the name is the same name as Carl Winslow in real life, but I don't want to say his real name. So I'm going to open this real quick. Say we're going to send us some local snacks. Got the knife for your fam. Oh my gosh, I got to tell you about my Durango too, fam. What happened yesterday. You want to talk about a crazy story, though.
I'm going to put my mask on before you open this.
Let's see. You joke about that, but we've said some crazy stuff. I would have expected that early in the podcast, like episodes, 1 through 50.
I seen a video about how the NFL players were at the Pro Bowl last year, and in the locker room they announced Kobe died, and I'm thinking like they showing like highlights of the stadium and stuff. I'm thinking like, fam, lo and behold, I mean, little do people know, COVID was already like going around.
Oh, yeah.
It was normal. It was like last February.
Well, that was the thing, because Jay's coming on the podcast.
Or I guess January, but.
Jay's going to come on the podcast next week. But when we did the podcast with Jay last time, we were talking to him about like, man, it's crazy. Y'all got the virus going on out there. It really hadn't hit here yet. What was the first case out here? Like February? I think it was February. Well, it had to be February.
No, they've done different studies that like people had it potentially in December, but they just didn't know what it was. They just thought it was flu season and pneumonia or whatever. So
you want to read this?
Nope.
Think this. Thank you guys for your content during this year of craziness. I know for me, you guys provided a great escape for a few hours most weeks, and I'm sure thousands of sneakerheads and enthusiasts as well. Since Greg is slacking on the merch, I want to show my support somehow. I'm including some must-haves if you talk to most cats from St. Louis, Vienna Rip Chips, and gooey butter cake. I don't do lemon, but I can co-sign the others are absolute fire. Other foods I would say St. Louis is known for is Imo's Pizza, not Pizza Sun in my New York voice, and toasted raviolis. Ooh, toasted raviolis are good, but not sure they would have shipped well. But also good stuff. You'll have to try those if you ever visit. You been to St. Louis before?
Landed at the airport and then took off. I've never been to the city.
Yeah, maybe I think I've done that one time too in the airport. I'm from New Jersey, so my views on sneakers can be in the opposition at times to Greg's and always to George's. George's take. Nevertheless, I feel your show is very authentic and good for the culture. So thanks again and enjoy. Reggie at Sneaks on IG. I'm not good at signs. What's that say? I feel like everybody should be John Smith. I can't figure them out.
3 STIX Sneaks. So 3 sticks Sneaks on IG. And
shout out to him.
Sneaks as in sneakers or sneakers.
Dang, if I would have known these was in here, I would have put them in the fridge. No wonder why this box was so heavy.
What is it? Budweiser?
Dang.
Anheuser-Busch. Authentic.
Shite.
Country
Look at
Grammar.
that. Country Grammar Nelly beer. Let's go.
Damn, that might be expired.
Ooh, look at that.
This might be expired.
I love that. Dang, look at that.
Born on
Nelly
date.
limited edition, St. Louis, where we from. You ain't never heard a weak one. You can find me in St. Louis. Look at that. Rolling on
I'm
dubs.
sure the Anheuser-Busch family is full of racists, too. It makes no sense.
Possibly. I'm sure they have a long history of it. I have a relationship with Budweiser, kind of, so I appreciate it. Look at that dirty ENT entertainment. This is tight, though. We appreciate that.
Yes,
this is fire. I'm about to put that in the fridge. Damn, I'll put that in the fridge. I would have sipped on that joint here. Look at that. We got some ooey gooey butter cake. I will be tasting something. I'm not going to eat on here as long as we did last time. Because eating on a podcast doesn't gross me out. It was just how long we did it last time.
Man.
So we ate for 30 minutes straight. We had lunch. Me and you went to lunch. Me and you went to lunch. These mics pick up everything. Ooh, I bet these good. He gave us 2 of everything, which is fire. So you got one. Look at that. Red Hot Riplets. Hot barbecue flavored ridge potato chips.
Oh, yeah. These are probably fire.
Ooh, I know them fire. Here you go. Red hot corn chips, hot barbecue flavor. That's what I'm talking about, B. Ooh, these St. Louis snacks got me about to start dancing in here.
Yes.
I'm about to start doing the chicken head.
I mean, why did you give me this one?
Oh, the same flavors? Oh, I didn't know.
No, I mean, you said 2 of everything.
Yeah.
Oh, lemon?
Yeah, it's a lemon and a original. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I'll give that to Hannah.
You don't like lemon?
Nah.
What? I've been coming across a lot of people that don't like lemon. I find that to be quite odd. You don't like lemon heads?
All right.
Same thing, lemon.
No, it's not. It's not even close.
Oh, don't do that.
Damn, lemon candy and lemon items. Lemon foods is way different.
You like
lemon candy is fire. Lemon foods is gross.
Lemon meringue pie?
Gross.
Gross! Fam, if you take the white stuff off top, that like baked Alaskan looking stuff, you take that on meringue, you flip that off, and then you stir. If you get a fork and you stir up the lemon really fast, and it comes to a soft consistency, fire. I can't eat lemon meringue pie, like just cut it out and eat it. I can't do that. I'm just telling you the best way to eat it. Maybe you'll like it that way.
Damn.
Shout out to the homie Reggie, man. I appreciate this, man. He said some fire chips, man. I'm about to taste. Ooh, I don't even know which one I want to taste first. I want to eat the gooey cake first because I want to eat the chips tonight when I'm editing. But I hate going to bed with chips in my stomach because I wake up in the morning mad weird. You know? But I also hate eating.
You got a lot of rules.
You're right. I do got a lot of rules. That's why I am who I am, because I got a lot of rules, B.
Ooh, it smells good.
Ooh, this original cake smells good. This is a St. Louis. You can find me in St. Louis rolling on dubs, smoking on and that's all because.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to play some Nelly driving home. And I'm going to open the beer while I'm driving home.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's fire. Yep. I'm going to save those for Hannah.
Oh, my goodness. This ooey gooey cake is phenomenal. All right. Oh, my goodness. Can you put this in the microwave? Ooh.
Fam, just enjoy it.
Fam, you put this in the microwave with a nice hot cup of joe? Oh, my goodness. Piping? What them chips here for? They good?
Oh, yeah.
Let me see the ridges. You can tell how good a chip is with the... you can tell how good a chip is with the ridges. Don't do that. Because when the seasoning get in the creases, don't do that.
These taste a little bit like those Hawaiian chips that we like.
And those Hawaiian chips are the greatest chips of all time.
They might be. But this is a different flavor of spice. But they like those. But they're good.
I know St. Louis is kind of known for barbecue too.
Damn.
Oh my gosh, I wish these beers were cold.
Authentic Missouri.
I'm going down, down, baby. Yo, street in a Range Rover. Boom, boom. Hey, now. Ready, ride, straight, Cocoa Puff. Listen to me now. Don't act like that wasn't a jam. That was the cut. Well, I might have been in college. I don't know where you was at. I might have been in high school still.
Going from New Jersey to St. Louis is like backwards. Normally people move from the south to the coast.
You consider St. Louis South? Hey, Midwest.
Missouri?
Midwest.
Missouri is in the south.
No, it's Midwest. It's considered Midwest.
No, it's not.
Midwest?
Damn.
That's what Nelly and them used to talk about, the Midwest.
I mean,
It ain't Tennessee.
it's pretty close. I mean, Missouri is in the SEC conference, so I don't know what you want.
Okay. Yes, that wraps it up.
Okay, Missouri. I mean, like the people who live there are more closely, like, act like the South than my mom's from Missouri. So,
Your mom's from Missouri?
Yeah.
Whew, this is rich. Like, this is some, like, sugary stuff. I need, like, some barbecue chips after this.
Rolla, Missouri. And I've never been there, which is kind of funny.
Does she, like, have anybody there still? Family in there?
Oh, yeah, there's still Mason family there.
She don't go?
They do like a well, it's COVID right now, but like they do a family reunion every like 3 years in California.
Everybody in Missouri go to California?
A lot of the people move there. That's how my mom ended up there. They all like the beach, so.
That's what I'm talking about. Yo, shout out to the homie Reggie. These snacks right here, he might be right here, number one. Of all the snacks we got so far.
I mean, I don't like seafood snacks, so all them like Filipino and Japanese stuff we got.
Yeah, but there was only be like one or two in there.
It was different. No. Damn, you ate an entire crawdad or whatever in here. No jerky.
That joke was good.
The only time I think we got snacks from like overseas where I would eat everything. I'm not saying them snacks were bad. I just don't eat seafood, so I have no idea if they're good. I just know they smell crazy. If they smell crazy, I'm not eating it. No? The only time we got something that was from overseas where everything I would eat was when Skate sent
the Kit Kats.
Kit Kats. No, they were good.
See, I don't even like regular Kit Kats. So,
but I mean,
other flavored Kit Kats.
Kit Kats aren't like I can understand people who don't like Kit Kats, but they still eat chocolate. Like, it's not like I would be like, I don't like this one type of seafood, but I like the same seafood from a different company. You know what I mean? Like,
some people like that.
It's different things to me. It's not someone that's eating like Farmer John shrimp and then like don't eat Farmer John and eat it from somebody else.
I'm gonna tell you, the homie that sent us the Black Dodgers hats, that was fire. We appreciate that. Shout out to the homie Lee too, which today, shout out, rest in peace to Kobe and everybody. He sent us the custom Kobe hats, and I forgot. I would have wore it today. I was like, oh man, I forgot to wear it or whatever.
You at home, so it's different. In the morning, I got to get up and go to work. I got to put on what I'm wearing to work and think about what I'm going to take to the podcast and or the gym. So it's way too much thinking that early in the morning for me.
So I was like, oh shit, I meant to bring it. I forgot it. But shout out to Lee for making us those custom Kobe hats. That was fire of him. But I will say, like, that cinnamon chili, that's definitely last on the list. That cinnamon chili was unbelievable.
Yeah, but I think there was like chips or something in that bag too.
The chips? Now those chips right now are number one chips.
Yeah, there was like Cincinnati stuff in there that was like,
yeah,
I told
the
you
chips
chili was
fire.
bad though. It
but
has
that
like
chili,
weird spice.
Oh my God. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, because people from the West Coast are used to like chili con carne, which is like the stuff that you call like hearty chili.
I'm talking hearty. I'm talking about like chili that you build a log cabin. Like I'm talking redwood forests. I'm talking fires.
The chili from Cincinnati, I read about it. Like after that, the chili from Cincinnati is like ethnic chili. It's from like Europeans who moved to Cincinnati and then started making chili, and then it became a thing.
Lord, I don't know who threw the cinnamon in there and said, "This is it. This is the one."
Fam.
That is the worst spice you could throw in a chili. All right, they should have threw bay leaves in it. They should do something better.
I mean, they
probably do have bay leaves.
They might do that too. They have a competition where people in Cincinnati, like for your chili, like go in a competition, like at the state fair or whatever, and try to win.
And the person who doesn't put cinnamon in it probably wins.
Yeah, I think it's all the same. The first time I had it, it was so weirded out first by the cinnamon, but then also when you think of chili con carne, you do ground beef. they do like shredded beef. Like it didn't make any sense to me. I was like, why is this meat in here shredded? Like this.
It was like I will say this though, like when you first eat it, you can't tell if it's nasty yet. You like.
Oh, I could
I could eat it again.
I didn't eat it fresh though. That's the problem. Like when we got it, I got it on the way to the airport, and then I ate it at the airport. I should have got it and ate it fresh. I don't know.
It might be good.
Fresh might not be the right word, but you know what I mean. Hot,
they give it to you right off the oven. Then that's different. But I had it in a plastic bag shipped across the country out of a UPS truck. So that was way different.
Yeah. By the time I got to the airport, everything was like. Wasn't even warm no more. It wasn't cold, but it was just like room temperature. I was like, I'll just eat the hot dog and the bun. That's it.
See, it might not be too bad on a hot dog because the hot dog can maybe kill some of that a little bit.
Yes.
But, eating a bowl of it?
The actual hot dogs that they sell are good though, and the buns were good. That's why I was like, why are you ruining these super good hot dogs with this whack chili?
People don't understand how important the bun is on a hot dog either, too. And that's factoid. I be buying them Hawaiian hot dog buns now. Oh my god, they're too expensive, but oh my goodness.
Yeah, those are good. And then like Telera bread, like Mexican bread that they do on like.
Oh yeah, the thick ones that they do like on tortas.
Well, like Sonoran dogs.
Yeah. They put them in. They put the butter, put it flat, let them sizzle on the griddle, flip them over. You know the recipe. We're doing top 10 sneakers of 2016, which I will say this might be the second
category.
I was just trying to think of something, man. We run out of top 10s, B. But a lot of the top 10s I think of.
We did it that year.
We did, but I will tell you this: it might be the second greatest year of all time. No?
A what?
It might be the second greatest year of sneakers of all time. No?
I don't know about that. There's a lot of stuff to pick from. Oh, by the way, on my list, I tried to avoid anything that was retro.
Say?
No. I didn't go back and watch the thing on purpose because I didn't.
I didn't either.
I didn't want my thing like influenced.
I don't know if we did it then because we started the podcast in 2016.
Sure no, we didn't.
Was it?
I don't think so. And even if we did, it wasn't. It was at the beginning of a year, not the end of a year.
Remember, it was March, so who knows?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the end of 2015 or something.
No, we started the podcast March, which is about to come up 5 years now. The first episode was in March something of 2000 something. I don't know the year, but I will say this year, that 2016 year, I don't think we appreciated it back then because we were obviously in it. But 2012, I think is still the greatest year.
Some of the things we did appreciate because they had a lot of Adidas that year.
Oh yeah, facts. But I didn't make my list based on anything that we didn't like back then. So there's no SBs on my list. Like, there's none.
I put one on honorable mention because
I know it's what it is too.
The shoe, I don't think so.
Yeah, I do.
The shoe is fire
because you talked about it like.
I did talk about it recently.
Yeah.
Somewhat recently.
And some of those SBs in there we copped, or at least I copped.
I didn't cop any of them.
I copped 2 of them.
Guaranteed.
I copped the pink box, and I copped one of the other ones. But I'm gonna read off some of this list of the sneakers that came out in 2016 because it's an undeniable year of fire that year.
March 23rd was the first episode uploaded on YouTube, 2016. So we did it at the end of that year, probably.
Yeah. I hope we did. Who knows? Who knows?
I'm sure it was.
But
anyway, so I tried to pick shoes that weren't retros. So like black red ones came out, but it's not on my list because it's a retro. But there is one shoe on my list that only retro for the first time ever in 2016. It's in my list. It deserves to be mentioned. It's the only one like that. So
I have one retro on there, and it's black red ones, but. Only because that was the year I actually got them back when Don helped me out. So that's why I put them on there. But I don't have any other retros, I don't think. But I definitely, when we get to that time of the podcast, I'm going to read off some of the sneakers that came out this year because I can't think of a better year besides 2012 of sneakers that was better than that. I didn't look at 2013, 2014, so it's limited information or whatever. Obviously, we're going to talk sports and stuff like that too because I got a lot to say about the Packers and stuff like that. I have a lot to say.
Pick the player that you think is ascending in the NBA. It's finally going to be
I forgot.
To a star level.
Why you didn't bring that up again? I forgot. I will say this, though.
Think about it.
Like you said, Shy.
Fam, he's been scoring like 30 a game lately, huh?
I've been watching some highlights. I'm like...
He went to the baseline one time and tried to... he missed it because I think he got fouled, but he tried to dunk on somebody left-handed. I'm like, fam, I didn't even know he had that.
He plays good. He's a good basketball player. I like him.
Told you.
He's in a bad place, but they're going to give him a supermax. He's in a smart place. I won't say a bad place. He's in a smart place. It's a place that I will say that like the survival of the Thunder being in Oklahoma City, as good as it has been, Oklahoma has been more of a football city due to the Sooners or whatever, and they've had a pretty good regular, I guess, history of Sooner basketball hasn't been like that bad. They've had like some pretty decent years in the past. And I was like, okay, well, a Thunder going there from Seattle, whatever. But the draft picks they've had over the years have been phenomenal. Like they had literally 3.
Yeah, they just end up trading them all.
Yeah, they end up like getting rid of them. They can't keep them all there. I mean, I keep forgetting Paul George was just there last year. Like they've had some actual stars
Yeah,
there.
but that was a trade or a free agent or something.
I don't even know how that. I can't remember. I think it was a trade, maybe. I can't remember how that went. But they've had produced some good people out of there. It's a smart organization. I don't know if you wanted to say anything about Kobe or anything or not. I mean, I really didn't too much. I mean, today's the day that Kobe passed and the other passengers on the helicopter.
I mean, I didn't have nothing specific. There's something during the shoes that came out in 2016 that I was going to say. But.
Which an entire pack came out here, which I completely forgot about. I got nothing to say about Kobe, but obviously, it's one of those days that we'll never forget, But
I remember exactly where I was at when I got the news.
Well, you know what it is?
I just think the problem is a lot of people are corny about it. So to me,
I will tell you this. I'm going to tell you, like, it's such an impactful day due to the fact that, like, if you talk about the year 2020, I don't know a single person that won't bring that up as even though it happened top of the year, that just, like, boy, like, you want to talk about start the year off to a year that was awful. And the year was so bad throughout, you still never forgot that, like, dang, man, Kobe died. Because we watch sports all the time, it don't matter what you watch. You can see an NBA 2K commercial, and you throw Kobe, like, God dang, man, Kobe dead. And I will tell you this, though.
COVID is number one by far.
Oh, yeah,
the
of
election
course.
too.
Not even, by far. But I will say this, and I don't want to be a jerk, but some of the stuff people doing, like, cringy. Like, it makes me cringe. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, like, I don't know, sometimes I look at certain things. I'm not a big death person, like afterwards. Once they die to me. Like, my dad, everybody. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't go to the cemetery and stuff like that. Like, the only time I've ever been to the cemetery to see my dad was because I was at the cemetery when somebody else did. So I was like, well, since I'm here, I might as well go take a look. But my family has always been like, nah, you just take everything you learn from them and move forward with it. That's how I take it with, like, Kobe. I don't have a problem with saying, like, man, you look at Kobe and you say, man, you talk about hard work, dedication. You take that with you. So, like, him being dead, like, oh, he's dead, but, like, you know what? I got to move forward with my own stuff, and I could take some of the stuff that I watched from him. Some people, like, online, like, I miss you every day. Now, look, if you knew him, I guess it makes me cringe because I feel like it's disrespectful to, like, the family, even though they don't know you're doing it, you know what I mean? Yeah. But, like, saying somebody, like, it doesn't a day go by. No, they miss Kobe. You know, like, I get it.
There's enough weirdos online that I believe some of that stuff, but, like, obviously they mean miss in a different way because
maybe,
you're not every single day of your life.
You know, sometimes I just like, all right, like, I get it, man, move forward, you know. Like I said, man, like Kobe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be the person on social media I'm not telling nobody happy birthday either. Sure. You know. I don't do anything with celebrities or any stuff like that because I just don't care enough. But, like,
no.
I'm not going to shout anyone down if they feel personally impacted by Kobe.
I said what
I had to say last year was a big deal for the city of Los Angeles.
Of course.
And especially with Nipsey right before that, it just, stuff was piling up. You know what I mean? So,
right.
like...
And I'm not saying, like, don't. I'm just saying, like, it makes me feel that way. Please mourn or do anything you want to do by any means, any way you want to. It makes me like, you know, but, like, God bless, man, do whatever you want to do. Like, it ain't, you know, I ain't telling you what you do or whatever.
Yeah, no, people are just corny about it. So, but I mean, whatever. It's fine with me. Everyone mourns differently, so, or I don't even know if mourning is the right word if you're not
either
personally afflicted, but.
Pickups, fam. You want me to open this first, or do you want to go through the pickups? Let's do this. All right.
I only had one.
I'm assuming this is the Cowboys Air Max 1. So George's already seen them. So says he's letting me open it since I haven't seen them in person yet to see. Oh, yeah, these whack. I just can't get with leather Air Max 1s. This is some nice leather, I'll tell you that.
Yes, it is.
Dang, what size is this? God dang.
12 and a half.
Big boy.
Right.
You know, I mean, you can't say it's bad. You can't say it sucks. It's just, you know, it's one of those ones I wish we could get for like $77 on sale. It's not one that, like, what is it, $150?
But yeah, it was, I think, $140 or $150, but
Is that the same price for?
People are paying like $230 for those.
Is that the same price for the OG versions with the mesh, all that?
What do you mean?
Price wise, or are these a little bit more because it's leather?
You mean like the
retail price?
No. Retail on those is only like $130.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right.
I thought you were talking about like resale or something. You talking about just
no? I haven't looked at
Nike
resale.
box price.
Smell good too. I'm not gonna lie to you. These is fire. Leathers is cool. I think I might give a leather a shot. Maybe it should be this one, I guess.
No, I mean teals are nice. The red one, whatever it is, hyper orange or whatever, the one that supposed to look
Manta
like the red.
orange, whatever it is.
I mean, it's not.
I haven't worn my other orange ones yet.
Yeah, but it's far enough away from that one that probably, you can tell the difference. But I didn't have any, at least in my head thinking, I didn't have any like navy and white shoes or whatever. So I was like, whatever. That's the best one to me.
I have a few navy and white shoes, but they're like Vapor Max and stuff.
I'm assuming prices will come down just like they did on the green and red ones once. It might be different now that people are getting them in hand, but a couple of days ago when I looked, people were paying like $230 for those.
I can't pay $230 for a non-OG, but this one is nice. Like this one is super nice. Dang, Nike, come on, man. Lord have mercy. I'm not one to be always griping about quality control because they're literally making, but man, look like a cigarette burn. Last time I put their cigarette out on it right there. And they was like, oh, shoot, go ahead and put some paint on that. They were making it on the line.
Yes.
Drop it in the box. Oh, these joints is tight, though. 12 and a half? Well, they have 12 and a half for you, which is good. Dang, 150. God dang. I guess if these are 150, 200 for them Jordan 14 clots ain't insane or whatever. For some odd reason, I feel like even though we've like clearly raised our amount of money we've been spending, retail wise, for some odd reason, saying that $200 for those clock 14s, whew, that made me do a flip. You ain't got nothing else?
Yeah. Ooh, all my money is tied up in sports cards right now.
What does that mean?
I've been buying a bunch of sports cards.
Like what? Individuals?
Yeah, like stuff on eBay to like investment stuff, like stuff you will buy it and then send it in to get it graded or whatever. Hopefully,
they haven't been graded. And what have you been buying? Got
just
a few people like
rookie cards of this year, recent years, like Ja Morant, Trae Young.
For like what? Low prices, like regular cards, and nothing like the special ones, or just regular ones.
Oh no, both base rookie or like whatever you call it,
inserts, a lot on them?
Parallels or whatever.
I can't do it.
Between cards and like the plastic sleeves and like everything I bought, yeah, a lot of money.
I can't do it. I don't have the capacity. I just can't.
I think for me, it's kind of like
you're not keeping any
curiosity a little bit too. Like, get the card in and then send it to get graded and see if it'll get graded the way that you expect it to get graded, and then be able to sell it for like 10 times.
So why aren't they selling it for higher if?
Well, no, it's just whatever. It's like anything else.
So you're just saying you're going to hold it for a while. You plan on holding it for a bit.
No, if you say, right now.
Okay, so like a Ja Morant rookie, not graded on eBay. What?
The Ja Morant that I got was like a special prism or mosaic parallel or something. It was $91, but all the other ones I've seen are selling for like $140, $150. So you send that in, get it graded. It's like a $400 or $500 card if it gets a 10. And
then you sell it where?
On eBay.
Again?
Or wherever, yeah. You can sell it on eBay, or they have other websites.
How many cards you bought? You ain't bought no boxes yet? No packs?
Fam, that stuff is way too expensive, and the money there ain't no money in it unless you hit this. That's why, like, if you want to get into cards now, and number one, if you're going to collect, just buy the players you want. Don't go buy a hobby box. Fam, there's a hobby box that came out this year, like with Zion and them in it. It's $4,000, and the suggested retail price of the box is probably $175.
I can't do it. Rocio listened to the podcast and she was like, "Oh no!"
The one from last year with Doncic and Trae Young and all them. I know I'm saying last year. This is technically their third year in the league, but the new cards haven't come out yet for like LaMelo's year. At least the pro cards haven't come out yet. Only the draft picks cards came out. But
so I guess y'all gonna be camped out for LaMelo boxes.
Nah, because you can get retail stuff, but the I mean, it's impossible to find. You're either fighting people or you got to know when the vendor shows up. I don't have enough energy to do all that. Like, I went to a couple Targets or whatever, and I told you, like, if you go in some and you see it, just let me know.
I go and look, but them sections be ravished.
I think it's to the point now where people know the vendors, and so they'll pay them to give them, like, the stuff. You know, it's like backdooring sneakers or whatever. But no, like, the one from Doncic and Trey Young's year, the same hobby box that in like Zion's will sell for like $4,500 in Doncic year, $8,500. Who's paying $8,500 for something that's sold at retail at $175?
Well, that's my whole thing. It's just like, who's buying this stuff? I don't get who's buying it. I couldn't.
Rich people, because who can afford it?
But what do you do with it?
If it's rich people, they're probably buying it just to rip it open, which you're going to lose all your money on, because you have to. If you spend that much money on a hobby box, you have to hit, and you open it, you have to hit those, like a signature card of Luka or something like that, because you're not going to get your money back otherwise. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a losing proposition if you're buying stuff at resale and opening it. That's why I say, like, buying single cards or buying what some people now is they buy into breaks, and I've done a couple of those too. So like a company, a hobby shop will have however many boxes, and they'll sell either the team or they'll sell a random spot. So like in the first one I did, I bought the Eagles because Cincinnati. So this guy he owns a hobby shop, I assume, and he was doing like 10-box mixer random hobby boxes of football opening. And this is the year Herbert to Cincinnati quarterback, what's his name? Burrow. And so the fourth quarterback in that list, and is more affordable to buy into the breaks, is Jalen Hurts. So in the one I bought into, I think San Diego sold for like $850. Cincinnati was like 510 or 610, and then Miami was like 450. So I got Hurts way lower than that. But if you hit a special card, you're not going to make as much money as you would with a Burrow or a Herbert or whatever, but you still can make enough money where you're over what you paid, plus you're making profit or whatever. So that's what a lot of people do too. But
so you're not doing sneakers no more now?
Well, that's the thing, is like,
there's no way you can do both. Though.
Obviously, I'm going to try to get the ones I want, and I'm going to try to get other ones that we know we can flip. But that's the thing, is weird. It's like, once I started getting into eBay, I was on eBay every day, all day long, trying to find stuff. And I was like, I don't even care about sneakers anymore. But, I mean, there's certain things I know I still want. Those pictures of those pink SBs came out today. Definitely want those. UNLV Dunk Low, definitely want those.
You might as well get rid of them unions in the locker now. You might as well just go ahead and just get rid of them now. Make your money back. Are they going up?
Can't do it. Yeah. Size 12 is. 13 is kind of like, eh. But no, I've had them posted for a couple weeks at the certain price, and I just don't even look at it. So in like 6 months or whenever it sells, I'll make double. It's not going to take that long for those to go up. It might take 6 months or a year, but
I feel like they're going a lot slower than like. I mean, they're full.
Nah, those ones were low for a while too. We just didn't buy them.
I don't feel like they were low for that long.
Damn, they were low for a long time.
I can only remember the release.
It was the first Union collab. Nobody knew what the price was going to do. If they are telling you that, they're lying.
Any other pickups?
They would have bought them.
You're right. We should.
No, I think I just got those. I sold a couple things one on StockX, one on GOAT. I mean, nothing's really released. I lost on Yeezys.
Oh, yeah.
It was the first time I've ever been awake, not ever, but first time I've been awake for a Yeezy supply release in a year, 6 months, 2 years.
I forgot about it. I haven't bought Yeezy in so long. I forgot. My mind was only on Confirmed. Yeah, and I tried a few overseas sites. Oh, and I did the N raffle. And I tried overseas only because I was really woke. Like, I was woke watching, I don't know, Expendables. And I get the notifications.
Impossible.
It's impossible. I was like, okay, well, that was a waste of my time. And I haven't done that in a long time on a release on whatever site those are. So,
fam, on Yeezy Supply, I had a tablet, 2 browsers on my computer, and 4 cell phones open. And I got in maybe 5 minutes after the sale started. As I was checking out a size 12, it sold out.
You had it in cart?
Yeah, I was to like the address page.
Oh, yeah. See, no, I forgot all about it until like once, like later in the day, I looked at my email and saw the Yeezy supply. I was like, what the heck is this? And I completely forgot about it.
I don't bother with the Yeezy supply because normally I figure Confirmed is going to give it to me, but I lost on there too.
I really had a lot of confidence in Confirmed, even though I haven't tried for a Yeezy in a long time.
I don't think they made any pairs of those.
You know what I thought was funny about that release was that like I didn't see a lot of people complaining about it. Like I don't know a single person that got them. I mean, that got them from trying to buy them. I know people that have them, but I didn't see a single person like upset or complaining about it. And it made me think, I was like, you know what? I think people have had such a good recent experience with Yeezys. Like you really don't have a lot of room to complain. Like even though I know you were buying quite a bit at one point, then you did take a lot of losses. You got to the point to where you felt like, what the heck, I should win them all. But like, it wasn't like...
I was mad that morning just because I was like, why did I wake up for this? Like, I got it in cart and I almost checked out, but like...
Oh, you woke up for it. I thought you just happened to be woke.
No, it was 7 a.m.
Oh, see, I didn't know you actually... I'm waking up for it. Oh, okay.
No, I mean, I didn't set my alarm or anything, but like...
You just woke.
Well, yeah, I mean...
I just waited for...
I figured... I heard people talking about how it was like there wasn't very many pairs.
Yeah, I never saw that or heard it. Like, I mean, I don't maybe follow those people, but like...
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to rely on Confirmed. And then I went back to sleep and I was like, when I wake up, I better have a Confirmed win. And of course, it was a loss.
When I saw a lot of people with them in hand on social media, I was like, oh, there must be a decent amount of them. So I was like, okay. But I will say this, though. It made me go back and look at some of the other colorways, which I never thought any of the other colorways in that model were whack. But they're not too expensive. And these yellow ones, they're... If you look at it like Wave Runner was $300 and you want to like start these at $300 and maybe pay the $450, $480, whatever they are, I mean, you can, but once I looked on StockX, like, let me just go see. Them fees had it at like $521. I was like, okay, no, I can't do it. No, I can't do the fees. The 4, I could do maybe. I really want these. I don't know why, because I think as time gone by, I'm kind of like, I think a lot of people kind of felt that way. Like, I didn't get it. Oh, well, like, it's not like a devastating thing. Yeah. But if I've been trying Yeezys for the last year or 2 years, and I've been getting on my Yeezys, I really don't got room to complain. It's not like sneakers. Like sneakers, you don't get anything. So it's like I complain about everything.
I lost on those and Notre dunks on sneakers, like back to back, and sneakers.
Oh, I messed myself up on that.
So that's why I was like, I was a little upset that morning when I went to sleep.
I messed myself up on the Notre one because I knew it was Chicago, but for some odd reason, the answer to ask the question like the city, I knew it was Chicago, but for some odd reason
I'm not talking about on their website. On their website, I got in right away. That was a couple days before. Sneakers okay. On Saturday.
The Snkrs one I tried. Oh no, I didn't even try on that one. I didn't try for anything on Snkrs this week. Like I didn't try for the Nordal. I forgot. Like I just didn't even think about it. Every single time I get the notification in 15 minutes, I start doing something else. Look, 8:02. I'm like, well, that's it. Yeah, I didn't pick up nothing either. I tried for the Norders on their website, and it asked the question, oh, what city is the store in? I knew it was Chicago. And in my mind, I'm just like, you know what? I felt like it might be in like an outskirt part, like something weird. So I went and looked it up. I was like, God, I knew it was Chicago. I started thinking about St. Alfred, but St. Alfred's Chicago as well, isn't it? So I was
I mean, I don't think either one of them is technically like in, city proper, right? But still, it's.
So I like jumped out of it, got back in, and I was like, whatever. And I got into like little clock thing. It ran out fast or whatever. So I wasn't tripping off of it because I think I probably would have kept the blue one maybe. But like I said, we've talked about on the podcast, no one's wearing highs. Like it doesn't matter how much dunks are in. I still don't see anybody except a certain amount of people who never stopped wearing them wearing highs. I haven't wore one of my highs yet since we started wearing dunks again. Like, or even considering wearing them. Have you worn any of your highs or do you own any highs?
Mm-mm. I mean, I have SB highs, but not.
Yeah, that's what I mean. SB highs, none of them.
I may wear Tauntauns soon. I don't know. Tauntauns are.
I want to. I always pull them out like, yo, let me put these on. And I'm like, God, man, I don't know about these, man. I'm like, you got to get back to some. I got to expand my jeans a little bit more. I bought nothing. I mean, we bought a refrigerator and a dishwasher. So, I don't know. I mean, that's a big deal. I hate buying stuff like that when your other ones don't break. Like, I'm not a fan of like, in my refrigerator, my food's still fresh. What are you buying a new one for? I never understood stuff like that. Like our washing machines are from before me and Rocio got married. They were hers, but they still wash clothes. Why would I buy another one? Because they look pretty? Like, I don't understand. Oh, let me talk about my car though. Fam, took my car to Dodge, right? This is no joke, right? I took my car to Dodge. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead, get some work done because we're going up to the cabin this week. Let me go ahead and get some stuff done. I'm going to go throw some tires, go do all the works, right? And anytime I'm about to go anywhere long distance in my car, I say, yo, give me the works, B. Give me the premium. So I'm sitting in the store, right? I mean, in the lobby, and them cats send me a text message now. Like, they'll send you a text like, yo, your car also needs this. You can approve it. So I approved the rear differential. They put that on, whatever. So then, homeboy, I'm literally the last person in the entire lobby. Service is closed. They're like, you know what? You come up with his corny jokes. Fam, you know what? I guess it's your car next. I'm like, all right, man, just give me my stuff. Get my car, pay for it. Give me the keys, right? I didn't look at the key. It was just a regular key. All look the same. I go around. He go, yo, the car's in the back. He said, you can't come through here because of COVID. I said, all right. I go around. I go to the car. Now, I didn't look at the car, right? I'm just standing by the car, and I'm looking straight to the street, like the main street to, like, leave. I see a Durango coming in, and I'm like, oh, they must be bringing my car. And I was like, oh, probably just another black Durango. So I get to the one they give me the keys to, and there's 3 sets of keys they mixed up. So I'm like this, by the car, trying to get in the car, like, this. I look at the car, this ain't my car. Oh, this car is navy blue and had Illinois plates on it. I go back inside. I said, man, this ain't my car. They was like, this what made me annoyed. They were like this, fam, nah, come on. They had this, still pushing the button. I said, fam, it's not my car. I said, these keys don't even open that car. So it didn't even make any difference. Like, I still can't get in this car that's not mine. Nah, hold on. Come outside with me. As soon as we go outside, this super tall black dude, right, glasses come out. Look like Rudo, right? Glasses come out the car. He go, hey, man, this ain't my car. I said, what is this? I said, man, that's my car. He Dodge people like this. Oh, so many Durangos here. I said, it's just a Dodge dealership. He goes, the black dude gets on my car. He goes, man, I was driving. I have no idea how long he's been gone either. That was the thing. There's no telling how long he's had my car.
Well, wait, how did he get it?
He had my keys to my car. They gave me someone else's Durango keys to get into another Durango. No, to get this. The Durango that I was trying to get in wasn't even his. They couldn't find his Durango then. He give me my Durango back, and he's like, well, where's my Durango? They're like, ooh. They're trying to find his Durango. Fam, I don't even know how far he went. He goes, yeah, man, I couldn't get my phone to connect to the Bluetooth. I'm like, fam, where did he go? I was heated. And Cats was like, oh, we got you on a free detail next time. I'm like, no, you better write that down on paper. Like, I'm not trying to come in here. Like, nah, they was like, oh, man, we so sorry, man. It's just crazy. Durangos everywhere. I'm like, yes, Durangos, Chargers, Challengers, the same cars is in here. You freaks. But I got nothing. Whatever. What comes out this week, George? Weirdos.
I mean, how do they do it? They have a paper on your keychain, or?
They did, but they ripped that little tag off.
They keep track of stuff.
I don't know.
Volt Foamposite.
No.
New.
It's crazy how that color, like, remember how, like, there was an era, it might have been in that 2016, 12 era when Volt sneakers was like,
it was before 16.
It might have been 12, I think. But man, maybe 09, 10, 12, 11, 12. Now, Volt sneakers, well, I'm like, suck. I don't like any Volt sneakers.
I mean, the Ultra Boost is nice, but
I don't even know what that looks like. Oh, the new one? Because there's a brand new Volt coming out.
1.0.
I don't consider that Volt. That's solar yellow.
Same thing. This says Chinese New Year Firecracker Dunk Low comes out. Again, I don't know if that's in Asia or if that's here.
Probably Asia. Those are, every time I see them, they're getting worse and worse.
Dunk Low Medium Curry.
Them is fire. But I don't think they're coming out here yet. They're not on sneakers or nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. It says January 28th. So
them joints fire.
Could be overseas. Ultra Boost 21.
Oh, that does come out this week. I mean, look, RJ Scott, shout out to the homie RJ Scott. RJ Scott is the greatest Adidas reviewer and on footer on the internet, Twitter, period to me. If there's any sneaker that I've ever even like had any thoughts or inconsiderations of that are Adidas, I look on RJ Scott stuff and be like, this is, okay, I could make this work maybe. You know, his ankles are a different color than mine, but I'm like, you know, this could make it work. But shout out to RJ, man. But He had them already.
RJ, can you confirm that your ankles are different colors than this?
He had them on, and they look fire. I mean, it's an Ultra Boost. Like, I like them joints. Ooh, I forgot to tell you. I tried on the Harden basketball sneakers. Oh my gosh, one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever worn in my life. I couldn't even believe it.
The highest price one, like the main one, because they did the other one too.
Oh, not the step backs. The main one with the whatever it's called, fundamental colors, whatever it is. No, I can't believe it had boost in it.
Foot Locker or what?
Finish Line. I couldn't believe it had boost in it. No, there's no boost in this. No way. It's got to be torsion. Like whatever that old feet you wear. Sucks.
I mean,
fire though in hand though. When them joints get to like $88, copping.
All right,
like $86 maybe.
J. Cole Part 2.
Absolutely not. I mean, if you want to talk about,
I don't understand the color blocking. I don't understand at all.
You know,
because if you do something different, people probably wouldn't be like, it's a hiking boot. They probably would call it a basketball shoe.
It would have to be.
And why is it a 2? All it is a high, right?
Oh no, it's not the same shoe. It's way.
I mean, the midsole and everything is exactly the same.
No, it's different. I thought that for a second.
Damn, this whole part is the same.
That's not the same as the ones you got. Not even close.
This part in the front, maybe not, but this right here, back here, yes, it is.
That back?
Thing. Yes.
I gotta look then.
Same thing.
Because there's no way that's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Look, and this goes back, and I guess we could talk about it now. He was on the topics. That goes back to like when I always say that like I want to like the decision making in this type of stuff, like because. You would probably say it was a home run with the first one. I thought it was dope. I thought it was fire. But like I just looked at it as like a super good path for like, wow, that's dope. Like I can't wait, but I want to see what happens next. Fam, you can never use yellow and black like that because the only thing you could think of is Bruce Lee. You can't do that.
I didn't even think of that. I just thought it looked like a hiking boot.
Like you didn't even think that's the first thing I thought of when I looked
like
at
an old Reebok hiking boot to me. It's not even a Reebok, but it looks
you know
like
what? And that's another thing too. If you have a brand and a sneaker and you can't identify what it is, that makes it even worse. There's no Puma logo on the side. If I can't look at that and say, yo, Puma is doing something nice, you're not doing yourself any justice as a brand. I want to be able to say like, yo, Puma, they've been kind of doing some stuff out here. Have you seen the ones that Melo Ball been wearing? Fam, them joints are a automatic cop. Them joints are absolute.
I assumed he was wearing Nikes.
Fire. No, he's with Puma. He signed with Puma before he got drafted. $100 million.
I'm sure we talked about it on here. $100 million. What?
That's the last time I looked. Look at me, man. I'm copping those Mellow Balls. All right. Like them joints are fire. Better than the J. Cole's. Better than any other ones. To me. All right. I like them a lot. But yeah, Dreamer 2s or whatever, it's a nightmare. It's not a Dreamer. It's gonna suck, man. I saw Clay.
That's a good joke.
Not Clay Curry. What's his name?
You've been waiting to say
Kuzma. That. No, I hadn't. I thought that was top. Be him right.
Yeah, all right.
Like Clayton Kershaw. What's his name? Kuzma. Kuzma was wearing them.
Clayton Kershaw wears something even worse. Under Armours.
Well, he got that ring, baseball.
Though. He got that ring, though.
Fam, I might be wearing some Under Armours, too. Clayton Kershaw wearing it.
All right.
I can't wait for baseball season to start.
This is only in Europe because I have no end to put it up, but Dunk High Russet Premium or Premium Dark Russet.
What does that look like?
It looks kind of like Teddy Ruxpin SB. I don't know if you remember
so
those.
White. Should have been, I don't know what other color. Red, brown.
But there was an SB that came out that looks like that. That's the Teddy Ruxpins.
Wasn't it lighter than that?
I mean, I don't know. Look it up. Let's see.
Oh, you're the SB god. I have no idea. Every brown SB look like Teddy Ruxpin to me. God, I wish I had Slayers and cigars again.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. I sold them. Trust me, you don't.
What? Slayers were always fire. Brooklyn Projects, them joints was fire. And cigars, oh my God, I sold them to Josue. Sold them Josue for like $100 at not even a name brand gas station. I don't know where we was at. We was in the middle of nowhere.
Trust me.
I sold them to like the gas station. You still pump the gas yourself. That's what we were.
Maybe they're not Teddy Ruxpins. Maybe they're Teddy Bears or something. I don't know. Teddy Ruxpin Nike SB. You
might have made that up.
I know there was a... No, I'm dead serious.
I think Teddy Ruxpin SB was bear was a sample. It used to talk. God, I remember you used to want. What was them joints called? Larry Perkins? You used to want them Perkins so bad. Didn't you end up getting them?
Yeah.
You never got one with the
chirping birds.
You used to be able to find some that with a chirping bird was broke. Or
the bell was broken.
I've never heard them chirp. I want to hear them joints. Chirping birds.
Maybe I'm thinking of the Three Bears High because their colors are like reversed, but I could have sworn there was
Three Bears High. What color is Three Bears High? Oh,
I could have sworn there was a SB that looked just like that.
I felt like I seen something recently with Teddy Ruxpin as well, but maybe it was a joke.
Nike SB High. I could have sworn it was Teddy Ruxpin.
RUX.
Fam.
Teddy Ruxpin was a weird toy, and it was very expensive.
People fought over Teddy Ruxpin.
Damn, I remember I had a Teddy Ruxpin at the babysitter. I remember like this parent tried to steal mine.
What's this? Here it is right here. Oh, maybe it's a concept. Fam, what's up? I know that's a shoe.
I don't know, B. You've been out of the SB game for a minute.
You right, but it came out when I still was in it.
Now you in the car game? You starting the car podcast?
What you call it? The company that Bill Simmons owns is trying to start one.
Slayer.
You're gonna be on a podcast and you're not an entertaining person. People on podcasts and everything I see, people either try way too hard. What is that? What you doing?
Slice my finger.
Me off?
Fooling around with that knife.
I told you. People either try way too hard or they're not entertaining to begin with. Those are the only two things on podcasts I see.
Bill Simmons is okay.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm saying anything starting now.
Oh.
Because if you start a podcast now, unless you're a celebrity or a comedian that's already known, like you're not gonna be able to do nothing. You ain't launching no podcast in 2021.
It depends. If you're gonna start on Ringer
It took
Network,
us 4 years to get like. Well,
Bill
yeah,
Simmons
but
is
who's gonna
Ringer.
put you on that network?
well, I thought it's gonna be on Ringer.
It is.
Oh, then it's gonna.
But-
it's gonna take off.
I understand. No, it's not. I mean,
Yeah,
they
it
may
is.
have.
It might be the only one.
They may
Oh no,
have-
there's multiple podcasts.
They may have viewers starting, but if you start a podcast and you're not entertaining, who's gonna watch?
Oh, well, I don't know who's doing the show.
That's my point.
Oh,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Either the podcast that
Yeah, of
started in
course.
2021 that I've seen either try too hard. We know exactly who Key said tries way too hard.
I haven't
Every show he
seen
does
it.
fails. No, I'm just saying like every show he does fails. And then you have people, the other ones that are too boring. And I'm not gonna say who it is, but Nike started a podcast with somebody, or a couple people, and it was boring. And it failed after what? 4 episodes? Who watched it?
And technically, yes, it was a podcast, but they were like 15 minutes. I was like, this is a waste of time.
I mean, fam.
I mean, that person's a boring person. They're a safe person. That's what
All
I'll
of
say.
them.
I won't say boring. He's a safe person.
Fam, all boring.
What else come out?
This says the Pata 991s come out, but I thought they already did. Maybe US release
I think
or
it's a U.S. release. It's like a women's one and a men's one. I thought it was the same
doing
thing.
that?
Look at you. It's infectious.
I need to stop doing that. I think that's the first time I've ever done it in my life. But
No, you did it last week, and I was going to say something. I was like,
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Ain't no
100%. I listened back.
ain't no way.
I
If
did
I do it ever
transfer.
again, just shoot me on the spot. Well,
What you, I like them patterns. I mean, they cool.
Jordan 9 retro dark charcoal.
Haven't
University
those come
gold.
out before? They look very familiar. They don't suck. They all right. I ain't buying them.
I mean, they suck because it's a 9, but the only person that Jordan 9 ever looked good on was Michael Jordan himself. That's it.
I mean, look, 8, 9, 10 was definitely a weird block of time. Like, when he was retired during
10s are fine. They're better than 8s and 9s. The hand-on pack that Rico wants is coming out. Diodora's, I don't know.
Which was probably like $500. Anything hand on with Diodora, them joints be expensive. They okay. They just look like something that's already been out before. I'm like, need. I'm like, can you go buy something similar?
This says Chinese New Year, Jordan 1 OG Low comes out. I'm assuming that's also overseas.
Supposedly that's only 8,500 pairs. I want those joints. Them joints are clean.
They suck, but that's all right. We
And
already
I think mainly
black
because
and red.
I think mainly I want it because it's an OG model. I feel like I haven't seen an OG 1 low in so long that
Let's
like
see what these guys say about what's coming out.
these guys. Who you looking at?
I
RSVP
looked
Kings.
at one site first, and now I'm looking at a different site. Yes. Whew. That's it.
That's it. Another whack weekend of releases.
This says Cool Gray 3s come out, but I haven't heard
No,
anything
that's
about that.
February. And I think that got moved up. I think it was like another month later in the year, and they got moved to February 12th, 25th, somewhere around there. February is a deep month. Pause. Like
Well, it
it's,
always is because All-Star game.
It is, but All-Star Weekend this week, I think, is going to be end of February instead of like mid, I think. And then the break for the NBA this year is going to be March, and summertime in March, they said. So I sent that today. Jay's coming on the podcast next week. He says he really wants to talk about this year because it's going to be crazy.
He inboxed me something, and I was like, fam, what's up, man? Just send me a pallet of shoes.
LeBron watch. You watching, fam?
LeBron watch for the shoes, you mean?
Yeah.
I tried on Saturday and got a lot of L's.
I didn't even get a notification about it.
Accounts.
Nothing. I had no idea they dropped until like 4 or 5 hours later, and that was based off of Twitter. Now look. Okay. Out of you and I clearly the one that like LeBron's more than anybody, but people need to relax on this LeBron stuff.
The ones that just
though.
released suck. And I love LeBron 8s. They super suck.
You love LeBron 8s?
I mean, you don't remember that?
Lows, Sprites,
No.
Solars.
LeBron 8s are fire.
Oh, I never thought you thought that. I thought
Christmas
maybe like
one
the
is
Christmas
best
one
Christmas
is the
shoe.
one.
The gray one, it's the best Christmas shoe of LeBron's by far. The LeBron 8, yes. It's not even close.
Silver, 8 lows, Sprites, Solar, Miami Nights.
No, the gray
South Beach.
The gray regular size one.
Entourage.
South Beaches I never liked. And Entourage, eh.
I never liked
The
Entourage.
gray-
I had them
The
though.
gray mid, like V1 mid, is fire. It's like
can't even
charcoal,
remember.
darker gray.
Oh, when they're like I'm thinking of the navy ones that were lanky, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, them joints is alright. So an 8 you would keep if you liked it?
No, I'm not going that far, but I can like something and not acknowledge I'm not going to wear it.
I thought, man, I don't even remember.
I mean, I don't really have anything against Foamposites, but I'm not wearing them in 2021.
You know what's crazy is that, I mean, South Beach, LeBron 8s came out, what, 13 years ago, 12 years ago, 11 years ago? It's a long time ago. And, like, I keep hearing people saying stuff like, I need these.
That sucks, man. That would suck.
What?
South Beach 8s.
Oh, don't do that.
Now, the shoe was always, for some reason, the leather version of that shoe always looked more bulky than the
like V2 version? Because there's the 8V1.
Oh, I guess
V2,
that was
yeah.
V2. So the gray one's a V2 then.
Yeah.
Sorry. The gray one's a V2, not a V1.
I mean, 8s are always bulky. And clearly South Beach 8 was more of it's the color. I mean, it was just such a whoa. Every once in a while, Nike does that. Nike has historic color blocking and colors that come out on sneakers that like will live on forever. The South Beach, that color teal and pink can never go in any shoe without it being called a South Beach. Whatever.
Probably.
Huh?
Probably.
Yeah, that's facts. Like they call everything South Beach, like whatever. But
No, some of the stuff's Miami, or I guess I didn't understand what my assumption on preheat was like they made the shoe before he went to the heat, but I still don't technically know what preheat means.
I never ever thought about that either. Yeah, I don't understand what that means either.
So did LeBron tell Nike that he was going there, but he didn't tell anybody else?
I don't know. I never even thought about it. Guess we gotta ask, what's his name? Jason Petrie? Whatever his name is. Who was that did the live? That's his name?
Petri dish?
I tried to find him too. I was like, let me take my game on the podcast. I can't find him nowhere on social media. I looked on Nike.com contacts.
Yeah.
They
looked up employees.
I was like, contact us. Let me see if he's in
Jason
there.
never comes on the show. Jason, you ugly, though. I'm ugly too, but you ugly, though.
Hell, he looked just like a white guy. He looked like my ex-brother-in-law. He don't look. I ain't even saying he look good, but he's just regular.
Both of them dudes on that show.
And he was showing some PE LeBrons. People were losing their minds on Twitter. I was like, them are some of the ugliest ones I've ever seen in my life. All the general release LeBrons that came out in every single colorway in those models were better than every single one he's
Everything
showing.
on that video was trash.
People lose their minds about everything. The people like these pink ones, come on. Nobody needs that pink gigantic boot. And LeBron watches happened before, what, 15s? I don't remember. 16s too. They did. They had Bo Jackson
You want
versions.
to talk about suck.
They're going for a lot more now than they were for a long time.
I mean,
They did all for a long time. That stuff was going for low.
eventually stuff's going to start running out of pairs. I mean,
I guess so. I don't really care about LeBron watch. I mean, unless...
the only reason people will care is because it's LeBron 8s on LeBron watch instead of LeBron's 16 or 15 or whatever.
it's only going to be 8s?
Well, I don't know, but the person was 8. So,
Look, if we don't ever get a hardwood classic in any blue, orange, whatever, none of this matters to me. Like, give me a hardwood classic 7. That's it. But you know what? The way people
Well, that wouldn't be on LeBron watch. LeBron watch is all stuff that's like another shoe or a topic that is.
Oh, that's right.
In being made in LeBron,
that.
Whatever.
He took his own theme and put it on a different model. I thought it was supposed to be like the model shoe supposed to look like, lava agassiz or, whatever. Yeah. Well, he didn't do that this time. He just took the graffiti off of
is that what it was?
Graffiti off of a LeBron 9, I think, and then put it on a LeBron 8, and then these
Scarfaces,
whatever. No, them weren't Scarfaces. Scarface was a different one.
I thought they called graffiti.
Scarface was the ones I had that we went to try to get Weatherman's. I was wearing people turned that into Scarface, and then the graffiti ones, and then remember that store he had. I don't know if he has that store. It was a black and white. What's the store called? Unknown, but like inside the shoe was like a pattern. I don't remember. But shout out to
Houndstooth.
Anybody? Yes, it was. I was about to say not Houndstooth. Me and Rocio been looking at like bathrooms, so we're gonna get the shower and stuff remodeled.
Subway tiles.
What's it called when they put like herringbone? I thought you were about to say LeBron Watch, whatever. Man.
Right.
Did you buy that Virgil book? I meant to ask you that.
Nah,
oh, okay.
I lost on. I mean, I didn't even try on that, but I lost on everything.
I was gonna say I seen people like, yo, if you don't get the Virgil book, you're not gonna have any chance of the off-whites. And I was like, you know what? I don't believe any of this sneaker.
You watched the video. I didn't even do that. I forgot about it.
I mean, I watched the live. Yeah. I had it on right there, and it was just the most annoying thing ever. I've seen him speak before, but he is one of the most non-believable people I've ever heard talk in my entire life. Like,
I mean, there's Kanye.
Oh no, I believe him. He might be wrong, but I believe him. No. Like Kanye, when you listen to Kanye talk, you can sometimes be like, I can kind of see where he's going. Virgil was like, let me explain something to you. Like, I'm a boy and I design and I say I bring the streets to me. And it's so funny I said that. I'm like, who is this man? Anyways, but like I see people like doing video reviews of the book, like showing pages of the book, whatever. I don't believe any of that sneaker myth stuff anymore. I don't believe in sharing it on social media anymore. I don't believe in that stuff anymore, though. I don't believe it. I don't believe like if you share your wins or if you share.
I do.
I don't whatsoever. Now, I'm not saying it's not true. I just don't believe it anymore. And I'm not doing any of it ever again.
I mean, I'm not
sharing it. I'm not doing nothing.
I don't think it guarantees anything, but I think it
definitely gives you a better chance.
I think it does.
I think, what gives you a better chance?
I hadn't won in 2 years, and then I've had a string of wins.
No, yeah, but remember, I had a super string of wins at one point, and I didn't share that stuff anymore. I never, ever shared that stuff. And you know what's funny is a lot of people be like complaining to Nike, yo, I spend so much money here. You know, we all think how much money we spend on sneakers. We really don't. You look at your wins and stuff, you'd be like, I really did. Like, I'm not on there. You know what?
That was one of the things I was going to bring up, too, today.
What?
I don't know if it was some reporter on Twitter was talking about shoe sales in general, and it was saying, like, women's sales were the only ones that were up in 2020.
Of all sneaker brands or Nike?
Yeah, I think it was all, but it could have been Nike. But men's were down 7% maybe, and
really?
Kids were down 20%. Well, because, kids aren't going to school, so that kind of makes sense. And then it was a pandemic, but it just goes to show how little sneakerheads really matter to, like, the bottom line in sales. Is what I've always talked about on this show.
You said that
because sneakerheads will probably tell you, it was a fire year, and I copped everything, and all these fire shoes came out. Fam, they're all limited. They don't matter.
Sneakerheads think that sneakers are about them. That's the problem. They're not. Yeah. They're sneakers. Like they think that because I like them more than him, I'm supposed to get them, right. Or they're for us, or we the ones that give all the money. No, we're the ones that make it cool. All of us sneakerheads, and then like regular people jump in and be like, oh, go ahead and get some of these too. Now, like I said, the sneaker stuff, like Mr. Mido, shout out to the homie. He goes on a podcast at some point too this year. Like, he wins everything. But like, he also buys all the stuff that we wouldn't even look at. Like, We're not buying LeBron. He buys every LeBron, every stuff. Yeah. I think that does matter more than if I share to Twitter the whatever is coming out this week or whatever. To me, I could be wrong, and I know some people that are like more closely involved in that has mentioned that stuff to us, maybe, but I don't believe it anymore, and I'm not doing it. I'm
That's
not
possible,
participating in
but he's like me though. He has a bunch of accounts. We'll let him talk about it himself when he gets here. But
he's always had a lot of accounts too.
He has a lot of accounts though. He's not every time people think he wins. He ain't winning on one account. He has a system kind of gamed a little bit, and probably knew that before a lot of people did.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't believe you got the command center status now. I can't believe you got computer,
Fam,
4
I had
cell phones,
7 accounts up.
I can't believe
Yeezys,
that,
and I did get through.
I don't know
so
if I'm
on a
disappointed
shoe that
or what.
has more pairs, I probably will get one. But I mean, I don't know if it's worth it waking up.
I don't know, man. I think you're going to have to give up cards and sneakers. I think you might be getting in too deep.
No, but see, that's the thing is like
I think it's time
PS5s and whatever else.
Oh, fam, you've had a wild year.
Yeah.
You might need to open a shop.
But I'm just saying, like, if cards go as smoothly as that did, it'll be good.
Did you still try
What?
for PlayStation and stuff?
I got 3 more. Not today. I got 3 more on the way.
Fam, you in too deep. Bro. I think you're gonna have to find
PlayStation
something
is
else.
gonna pay for my card habit.
Yeah, you might be getting worse than me. Oh, look, fam, I've been down this path, B.
Oh no.
I've been down this path. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it, B. I've been there.
I already, fam. I
trying to pull you
haven't
back.
looked on eBay in 2 days because I was like, you know what? I need to get rid of what I bought already before I buy more. And I know that's probably a bad strategy from like a investment side because it's like your
The value isn't holding
you're
it, isn't it?
potentially throwing all that. Like, no, I'm just saying, like, if there's steals out there and you're totally swearing everything off, you're not buying those steals. So, but the things that I am going to try to at least get one Zion card and one Luka card because it's good just to have that stuff in your back pocket because obviously Zion is a star. He been averaging 38 games.
I mean, the John Morant, I feel like, is the one to keep in your back pocket. Zion is balling. Yeah, but I'm talking in terms of like, I feel like out of, maybe Doncic's more, but John Morant is going to be a winner.
Doncic has a triple-double every
Right.
night, fam. His
Now-
cards are going nowhere except up.
I don't know if winning matters.
No, it doesn't.
In cards, okay. I mean, Zion averages like
Well,
almost
name
30.
a player you think been balling this year, and I'll tell you. Okay, so first let me say, big guys really don't matter in sports cards. Now, a Shaq, who's a Hall of Famer, if you go back and buy his rookie card and you get him graded, yeah, you can make a lot of money off of Shaq.
I have a
But
Shaq
like
rookie card.
a current center like Jokic, fam, his rookie cards ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like he probably the best big man he might be one of the best big men of all time in the NBA, like skill wise.
Down the road.
But
number 2 right now in the
what
league.
sells in sports cards is like around the back passes, threes, dunks, that kind of stuff. So it's always guards and wings. That's the cards. I mean, the hottest cards right now, let me just tell you from this class, the hottest cards probably in like some kind of semblance of an order. Zion, Ja, Tyler Hero, whatever. I hate saying the name Hero. That's why I would call him Tyler Hero. Keldon Johnson, San Antonio.
Trey?
After that, no, from the rookie
the
class,
class.
just
Oh,
the rookie
yeah.
class. And then after that, maybe like the only guy, and for some, really, I don't understand it, but he has like 2 continents that would pay for his card, so that's kind of why. But Rui Hachimura. And he's like more of a skilled big guy. He's not really a center. So like that one I don't really understand. But yeah, his cards seem to do well.
That team is so whack, it's not even funny.
You got a player
I didn't do any research. I forgot.
you've been watching games. You don't need to do
watching-
research.
I've been watching games, but, I will tell you this. I am extremely impressed with Melo. I will tell you this.
LaMelo or Carmelo?
LaMelo. Not Carmelo. Although Carmelo's been playing okay for the Blazers this year. I mean, I will say like I did. I mean, I've always paid attention to Shy, but this past week and a half, for some odd reason, he's been like
star. I bought like
really on my timeline a lot.
I think I bought like 5 Shy rookie cards, and I bought them all before like he went on this. I mean, he's been balling since the beginning of the season, so don't get me wrong. But like this little stretch he did where he's been like close to a triple double and 30 points all this last couple weeks, I bought the cards before that.
Did you watch the Thunder Bulls games? Balling. All right. I was like, ooh, this kid is good. On my timeline, and like I said, I feel like the phone, like you said, with the phone is listening because all I get is Shy highlights on my phone nonstop. And I was like, okay, let me go and look at this. And I watched the Bulls game with him. Balled out. Like, he's really good. Like, I just don't have any reason to watch the Thunder. Now, he could be that reason for me to watch it, but I'm definitely not watching a Thunder Bulls game. I mean, I know Levine's all right, but, like, I'm not.
Oh, Levine's cards do well, too, but that's because he does all the highlight stuff. Dunks,
I don't want to see. Yeah, but he averages
running fast,
26 everything. A game. I think he's like, you know who cards you might want to start buying, which they might already be high? Jaylen Brown. Now,
because he's been in the league a couple years, yeah, his cards are already.
Oh, there you go.
No, I mean, it's not like, listen, Luka and Zion are the two hottest right now. Oh, yeah, I did get 2 Dame rookies, too. Dame rookies.
Dame Lillard?
Yeah. Because it was a good deal. It was like two really, really nice Dame rookies for like 160 total. And I mean, I get those graded and resell them. I'm sure it's $1,000. Like 500 each. But yeah, if you go into the past and you're talking about someone who's really good, unless they just kind of are exploding now, because Jaylen Brown's been good since he was a rookie. He hasn't been a superstar, but he's been good.
Years.
But yeah, I think he had like 31 in 19 minutes the other night.
Fam, he's number 6 in the league in scoring. He's averaging about 27 a game, maybe 26 a game.
Yeah, part of that was because what's his name was out with COVID, but yeah.
Fam, he is balling. All right, I think he's shooting like over 50% from 3-pointer. He's extremely good, way better. And I think, like you said, what's his name got in the way?
Who?
Gordon Hayward. I think that had an issue too.
That's another thing I was right about. Family.
Well, you were right about it after the fact.
No,
like when they signed him, you didn't think like
yes, I did. I said before when he was injured that year. Listen, the Celtics went to the Eastern Conference Finals without him. They had just with Tatum and Brown. I mean, they had other players on that team, but
one boy that went to the Celtics.
They are the Celtics.
No, I went to the Hornets. The other dude.
Who?
Can't think of his name. Dark hair. He was on the.
Al Horford?
No, but he was on there too. What's his name? I think he signed a big deal. He left the Celtics to go there. He was on that team too with Jaylen Brown, Tatum.
Oh, ugly man, short, scary Terry. Name?
Yeah, Terry Rozier. Ballin'.
She's short and ugly though. Yeah, I said it that year. I was like, fam, how are you going to bring another wing into the mix here? He's going to be the 3rd or 4th option on this team. And when they signed him, they thought he was going to be option number 1. Like, that's how good your young players are. I was absolutely right about the situation.
We will see, fam. What we already talked about, so dreamers.
You name a player, or
I mean, Shy. I really haven't looked at anybody else, but like I will agree on Shy. Melo, is a lot. I like him a whole lot.
Melo's cards are gonna do well because Melo does everything cards buyers want to see: around the back passes, no look passes, dunks, threes, everything.
Did you see the Cosmic Unity sneakers?
No. What is that?
It's a Nike. I put it on the list. Do you ever look up stuff?
Nope.
So you know what it is, so you can get through it?
I mean, most things I already know, so it's like...
You don't know Cosmic Unity. New Nike basketball sneaker. AD warm in warm-ups last year in the finals. Nike Cosmic Unity basketball sneakers. Them joints are fire to me. All right. I like them a lot. I've seen a lot of people talking about, is this right? A new direction for Nike basketball? I think it is. I think it's better. I think it's a good direction. You know what's funny? People were still sitting there complaining like, oh, can you wear them with jeans? Fam, Nike basketball sneakers has never been the issue for wearing them with jeans. It's our jeans. We've said this on the podcast before. People think that Nike basketball switched up the recipe on something and now we can't wear for jeans. No, our jeans switched. I looked up a picture of when LeBron A's came out. Fam, people were standing, the jeans were hanging on top of them. Like you could barely see the top of the shoe. So I was like, no, we laugh at those pictures of when like LeBron got drafted and stuff. We were dressed like that. Like that's how we were dressed.
Fam, you're not buying these.
Tall tees and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to buy them, but I think they're dope. I think they're clean. They come out next month. I think they come out around the All-Star game, which is completely understandable, but them joints is all right. For a basketball sneaker, not too high, not too low, I think it's all right. And it's nice. It's something different. I do want to also, did you see, which I'm clearly you probably didn't, Vapor Max Evo sneakers. They come out in February as well, I think. It's a mixture of, look on Sneaker News. It's a mixture of like all the Air Maxes in one. And the box is like split in the Air Maxes that they used or whatever. Like the Warplane, Tigers, Camo.
They're cool. These suck.
What? Let me see. Maybe look at the wrong thing. Tim Joyce is fire, B. And that's a new color. That's a white one. I think they have a black one. Unless that's inside white. Tim Joyce is clean.
You already admitted you can't drive the car or do anything with a Vapor Max.
I will say Vapor Max has been an absolute failure, but if they can do stuff like there's only been one collaboration of a Vapor Max ever, and you own it. Oh, that's a new colorway.
Damn, how am I finding new colorways?
That probably came out today. I don't know, man. Look at you. Do you still got clot?
Yes, I discovered it.
Do you still got clot Vapor Max?
Yeah.
Have you ever wore it?
Yes, a couple times.
I've never seen it.
I wore it immediately after I got it on the plane.
Oh,
like,
yeah, you wore it on a plane, and then that was it.
Nah, I've worn it a couple times after that.
Nah, I gotta tell you a funny story too.
Well, I mean, I drive a manual car, so if you wear Vapor Max and you think of driving the car as tough with Vapor Max or regular automatic, fam, that's the last thing you want to be doing in a manual.
You driving a manual car at your age is insane, and you're not a race car driver.
At my age,
fam, none of us should be driving that unless you're driving a Ferrari or Lamborghini. There's no reason to drive.
None of those cars have manual transmissions anymore. They have dual clutch or paddle shifters.
Oh no, they have some new ones now. Yes, I get it, but I'm just saying
you'll never see a Ferrari with a stick shift ever again.
None of us have the patience to be driving a stick with a clutch anymore.
I had that car for 10 plus years.
It's time to get the BM though. You need to sell more cars and get the what you say you getting?
I definitely need to sell more cards.
You getting the Alpine?
See, that's the thing is the cards that I'm buying, I don't have no emotional attachment to it. So it's like a lot of people get in it to do
please.
that. No, dead serious.
You said you enjoyed the feeling of opening them. Yeah. You said it was a high. Yeah. That's an attachment.
Opening the packs. But guess, like I just told you, you can't do that anymore because it's not affordable. Unless you get it at Target or Walmart and you have to fight people for that. Unless you get it there, it's impossible. So it's pointless.
You're going to get to that point. And so if you're already here, you're going to get to the point to where you're going to be trying to figure out how to get them at the stores at some point. Right now, it's a casual, let me go take a look. You will. You'll never find them let me just happen to go take a look. You're going to get to that point, especially if the card that you bought actually does something sell-wise.
No, I'll just continue to do the same thing I did. Buy the singles or you can buy lots. You always joke about lots with sneakers, but you can buy like a lot of Zion rookies. You get them in, they all look nice. You examine them, do whatever, send them off to get graded, get them back, sell them for 5 times.
What if they don't look nice?
What do you mean?
What do you send them back to the person you bought them from? Like they're not.
If they're lying about it on eBay, you probably can. All the ones I've gotten in thus far of the single cards that I bought have all been pristine condition. The ones that I got in that were a little bit damaged is when I bought into that break on Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the funniest part about it is I actually got a lot of really nice cards in the break, but then I got them in and I was like, almost every box he opened was like kind of I mean, I'm not blaming him. Like one of the cards is peeling. I don't know if have you seen any of the newer stuff where the cards are like that thick?
No.
They don't trading cards. For some of them, the nice ones aren't super thin cards anymore. There's thick cards with signature and patches and all kinds of stuff.
They've been doing stuff like that for a while, and I don't know about that thick.
Not since I've been in it.
Thick.
Oh no, fam.
I have some from the back in the day that are thick, and I'm like, dang, but now they ain't. I mean, they can't be making them that thick.
Define thick.
Thick like.
Think about a brand new pad of sticky notes and double that.
Oh, it ain't that thick.
That's what some of the
new cards
card have. Mm-hmm.
That's a Rubik's Cube.
Some of the sorry, it's not that big. I said a thing of sticky notes and then double it.
That's a thick card. That's not a card. Where do you put that in?
They make the wider sleeves for it now.
You make a card that thick and big, you're trying to make sure I mess it up. There's no way you can. It's hard to keep something like that.
I'm just telling you, fam. That stuff's new.
Jordan MA2. I can't wait for those. I sent them in the thread. I don't know if you've seen them.
They're already on sneakers.
Them joints are absolute fire. And I am copping.
I don't see you paying retail for
I'm copping that. Well, I don't think that's the only way to buy things now. Even in those. Those other ones that we look at on Nike and Jordan Brand, we say they don't sit.
If you try for it on sneakers and get it, and then you open the box, you're gonna be like,
No. I'm getting those. Those are tight. Them joints are fire. They look nice, good color, good materials, good everything. I want those, and I want them now. I tried to look on Go for them already. Them joints are fire, and I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people are gonna pass up on them, and they're gonna be upset. Watch. That's what you should be able to look out for.
You're gonna get them in. You're gonna change your mind. Watch.
Nope. Can't wait for those. Football. Foamposite Como de Garçon. Fire. You just said you ain't got nothing against Foamposites, and you gonna do that? Them joints is fire.
No. I don't got nothing against foams. I got something against who was. Oh yeah, me and Andy against you and Ricardo. I'm older than you. He's older than Ricardo. We win. Foamposite. Comodate, whatever.
Andy has never owned a Foamposite probably in his entire life. I don't think he weighs enough to wear Foamposites. All right. Let me look. Them joints don't suck. I'm mad.
Oh, they suck.
I'm mad that I didn't think of that about Foamposites. We talk about I'm saying like we talk about Foamposites.
It looks like a crop circle.
No. Now maybe it's not the best design now, but like we've talked about foams before all the time. Foamposite literally has never changed whatsoever. They try little iterations like add a zipper, do this, do that. But I never thought get rid of the little tiger things and make a different design on the side. They put like those galaxy and print and stuff over it.
That's like the thing.
Them joints are fire.
That's like
those are worth a cop. The problem for those is they're gonna be $350 retail.
Them joints are on the back of a Denny's kids menu or a maze.
Yes. I thought you were gonna say those swirl pancakes.
Joints
Funnel cake. Them joints are fire though. And I'm trying to get the black ones. I don't want the white ones. Come on. Like, don't do that. Now they might be way too expensive, but I'm definitely gonna try for those if they're around $299. All right. If they're $300. Absolutely not.
They suck. So the new thing on the show should be you tell the people what you're gonna buy every month now that you say you just buying, spending whatever you want. So you should have.
Oh yeah, but I'm not. I'm gonna try for those. I'm buying those Jordan MA2s, those VaporMax EVOs, maybe. But I got a feeling everybody's gonna want those because.
So you're not buying a Grail this month then?
No, I am. Next month I'm buying. February I'm buying Wimbledon's, and that'll be it probably for that month. Maybe it depends. Unless like you can get like 8 pair of Vans for like $12 or something.
A million hats. Man, you wildin', huh?
You out here buying John Morant rookie cards like we in high school. Not even high school. We weren't even buying cards in high school.
Yes, but I'm not buying it to keep it. I'm buying it to like potentially flip it for like 5 times as much.
Fam, the risk is way too high on those for me.
No, it's not, because if you say you send it in to get graded and you only get a 9 instead of a 10, then guess what? You just hold it for a little while and you get rid of it. And you keep doing that till you get the scores you want on the graded cards.
We're going to have, what?
Fam, you
not next week.
You want me to tell you what I copped? I copped a thing, like a magnifying thing, where you can look at the cards and like see if it's imperfections on it.
First of all, I told you that and you said, okay. When I said you got to get the jeweler thing, like, what's that movie?
Jeweler thing.
Same thing?
No, it's
Adam
not.
Sandler? What's that movie called? Uncut Gems?
Magnified like a bazillion times.
And you need it.
No.
Uncut Gems, you go like that. Yes. And then Kevin Garnett walks in and says, is that movie fire?
Yes. It's fire.
The first time I saw it, fire. I made Rocio watch it. I said, Rocio, nah. Wake up.
You can't make her watch that.
Rocio, open your eyes.
It's not for women.
I said, open your eyes, watch this. She said,
number one is about sports gambling, so every woman who's married is going to hate Adam Sandler's character. And number two...
Nah.
Yes.
Not hate it.
No, they're going to hate him.
It was a stressful character.
Number one, he's an adulterer, and he also sports bets.
That's every movie.
They're going to hate him.
That's every movie.
I'm just saying.
The problem with his character is that, like...
That Sandler is literally me, except the adulterer part. I'm a sports bettor, and he's doing jewelry. I'm doing sports cars and sneakers.
Well, I mean, Rocio... said that while we watched it. She's like, he acted like how you thought with sneakers. And I said, okay, go to sleep. She said it was one of the worst movies she's ever seen in her life. And I said, huh?
It's not.
The movie is phenomenal, all right? I love that movie. Now, the second time...
Adam Sandler movies...
The second time I watched it... Happy Gilmore? The second time I watched it...
Yeah, one of those newer ones.
The second time I watched it, I was a little bored. It lasted way too long, but the movie was fire. Fam, at the ending,
shocker. You never would have guessed it.
Oh, I didn't. Not the ending. I didn't expect that, especially when he won. I was so happy for him. I was like, oh my God, he won. And then that homeboy, but you knew something was going to happen with that bad guy because he couldn't handle it. And he didn't listen to the boss that much. He was always doing too much. You can't hire people like that. And then he shot the boss.
You can't hire people.
And you know what's trash is that now the girl got the money. She's rich now. Nobody got the money. She took the money out the casino, got in the limo. Then he came in there and shot her. And that's it. She gets to keep the money. And then it's now assumed that somebody tried to rob the store to kill both of them just to rob the store. That's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. And what's his name?
Yeah, that's another reason that wives will hate it, because the cheater girl is the one who got all the money.
Okay, I don't think they cared after that.
Damn, they care. I don't even know if Hannah watched it. I don't think she did. I think I watched it myself.
I'll tell you one thing. I was hated though when she was in there the weekend.
I watched it.
I was like,
I watched it the first day it came out on Netflix.
I wish Adam Sandler's went in there and just tossed that place up.
Oh, you want to know what sucks too? By the way, and I seen people on Twitter raving about it. That movie with Anthony Mackie, Netflix?
No. Let me tell you something.
I'm not saying it doesn't have like underlying things that are important in the movie. The movie is terrible.
No. Netflix has some of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. And you know how I feel about movies on Netflix. They either got some type of superpower, live forever, zombies, or whatever. And when I saw this come out, I was like, oh my God, why is Anthony Mackie half robot? Now, I watched the movie. It was pretty good.
It's terrible.
It was pretty good.
Now, I'm not
and the
saying,
co-star was really good too.
I'm not saying
the little kid, he was really good. Anthony Mackie's really good. Anthony Mackie got a Netflix contract. He's on every Netflix movie.
Stop. I'm not saying don't watch it because it's entertaining. It's not a good movie.
It's good.
There's nothing in it that's a good movie. Yes, there's one plot twist. That's it. I mean,
it's a good movie.
That
was a good movie. It's better than most Netflix movies I've seen on there.
I mean, that's not a high bar. That Jamie Foxx movie was better to me than that one.
No way. Not even close. That Jamie Foxx movie was whack.
No, that was better.
Talking about that girl had bars.
She did.
No, she did not. Some of the worst rapping I ever heard in my life.
Man, what?
And it was like this, like, ooh, I'm not saying y'all literally running for y'all lives. I got time for this?
One of the worst rappers ever. Okay, now you going overboard.
I gotta watch it again. I'm gonna get her mixtape. I think that's all I got for sneakers. I saw those one Air Max 2 Enduras coming back out. Them OGs, fire.
The what?
The Air Tune Max Celeries.
Oh.
Them joints is fire. I'm assuming you're gonna cop those. That's like right up your alley. They're like around that 98.
Maybe.
I might.
1998.
All right. I think that's it sneaker wise. Nothing too better crazy. NFL real quick before we do our top 10 sneakers of 2016.
You ready to?
For what?
Mahomes greatest ever? Or?
Wait, what?
Mahomes greatest ever? Are you ready to admit it yet?
No. Are you ready to say Tom Brady's the greatest ever?
But you gotta say Mahomes is the greatest ever first.
No. Mahomes could possibly be down the road the greatest ever.
He's the greatest talent at quarterback in history.
Talent?
He started 3 years in the NFL and he's made 2 Super Bowls and a conference championship.
Could have made 3 if it wasn't for a false start or a penalty.
Well, but if it wasn't for Brady, we'll just say Brady.
Look, Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback ever. Period. Okay. Now let me say something real quick. Oh, Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes is better, but yeah, you're right.
No, let me tell you. See, and that's what I said last time. I said Patrick Mahomes is the second quarterback I ever thought. Oh, he's playing. They're winning. Ever thought that? Tom Brady was the first. It's always the first. Oh, Tom! After his first year, when Bledsoe got hurt, then Brady came in. We saw how good he was.
Some of that is because people on social media be like, "Oh yeah, Brady got the refs in his pocket." Like,
after the I don't believe. I'm over all that refs nonsense, all that garbage. Forget it. I don't care. Tom Brady is great. All right. After the third Super Bowl, it was like, okay, Patriots gonna win again. Patriots gonna win again. Patriots gonna win again.
Yeah, but
Patriots gonna win again. They're gonna get there again.
They're gonna Belichick, not Brady.
Now
this season
about that too.
Changed it.
It's both. It's a 50-50. I thought it was more. I still think it's a 50-50 back then. But I will tell you this. So you know what? Let me say something about Aaron Rodgers right now, okay? Aaron Rodgers is the worst, great quarterback. Might be the worst leader I've ever seen in my entire life. He is the most whiny, self-pity.
Phillip Rivers.
No.
Phillip Rivers is not even close. Phillip Rivers is not even close.
No.
Yes, it is.
I'm not talking about on field, although he has his moments on field as well. One of the most whiny, a non-leader whatsoever. He's had multiple press conferences over the years where we let him get by and blame everybody else every time. Now, you win one Super Bowl with 09, what was it, 06, 09, whatever year that was? Cool. Then win it again, whatever. Then it started blaming McCarthy. Now, I'm not going to say McCarthy wasn't making bad decisions and stuff like that. And this is what the point I'm trying to make. I'm trying to blame LaFleur for this. No. That's Aaron Rodgers' fault that they kicked that field goal. You can't beat Aaron Rodgers 15 years in the league and sit there and go to a press conference and say, well, I thought we were going to do all 4 downs. You can't do that. There is no reason to build tenure to be as good as you are, to be who you are, and you can't go to a second-year head coach and say, no, we ain't doing that. Didn't say we're not doing it, didn't do nothing. The call went in, didn't call a timeout, like, no, let's talk about this. Didn't do a single thing. The call comes in, they do it, they kick a field goal, they probably should have went for a 4th down. whatever. Past there. If you can't, let me tell you something. I'm talking to everybody who listens to this podcast, okay? I don't know if you may know how I am at work. Like, if you've earned the right, you've earned it. It's solidified. You've earned the right to say your opinion against a decision. You should always say it. I'm not going to sit here and say I love being the person, but like I told you so, but I have to let you know that I don't agree with this. You can go ahead and do it because you have the ultimate decision, but I have to let you know my stance on it just in case. If Aaron Rodgers goes to LaFleur and says, no, we need to go for it on fourth down, waves off the kicking team, whatever the case may be, we need to do this, whatever the case may be, and LaFleur says, no, we're kicking it, we're getting the points, boom. Aaron Rodgers has done his job as a leader and a quarterback, and he could go to that press conference and say, you know what, I went to him and I told him no, it's LaFleur's fault now. I said that.
He kind of did say that.
No, he didn't. He said, I thought we had downs. I thought we had 4 downs. He didn't say he did any of that. No, he didn't.
He said, I was not for that call.
No. He didn't say he said he wasn't for it.
Yeah, said, shed,
no.
tomato.
Your feelings are different than expressing yourself. When they called it in, he was like, what the heck? No. Sit on the bench moping after they made the call? No. That's not how it works.
That's fine.
Now.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Now, as a leader and a quarterback, if I tell the coach, no, we're not kicking it, we're going for it here, we're going to run halfback 1, 2, 3, 4 play, whatever, and it goes in there and it doesn't work, and then we lose the game and we didn't get those points, then I can go there in the press conference as a leader and say, you know what, I made that decision to do that, it's all on me right there at that point. I made that decision to go for it, the coaches backed me up on it, and we didn't convert the play, missed out on the points, whatever, lost the game. I have never, and I could be wrong, but I have never heard Breeze, Manning, any of these Brady, any of these top quarterbacks go to press conferences and throw coaching under the bus like he does all the time. He thinks everything that bad happens Packer-wise is everybody else's fault except his. I don't care how good you play. If it comes down to 1 or 2 decisions, which the great Aaron Rodgers can go to the coach and say, I'm not doing that. Timeout. Let's have a discussion. And LaFleur says, hey, I'm the coach. I make the decision. And they go ahead and do it and lose. Then you can be like, you know what? I don't know about this. This I don't understand. You can do that. Aaron Rodgers is a bad leader to me. He just is. You made all the points on why the Packers should get to the Super Bowl. The best line he's ever had, defensive line ever. Maybe the best offensive line he's ever had.
They were missing one guy.
One of the best performing.
They're missing a Pro Bowler on offensive line. I think it's right tackle, actually.
Which could be a problem for the Chiefs, which we're going to talk about. One of the best performing wide receivers in football, maybe up to the last 3, 4, 5 weeks. Probably the best performing wide receiver in football. What more do you need? You have all the tools, and you have 2 good running backs, all right? What more do you need? And you're playing phenomenal, and you're going to be MVP this year. Like, it's ridiculous. People need to get on Rodgers about that. Oh, Rodgers, he's so upset. He's got to leave now. Real first fault. No. It's your fault. You should have said something. I hate when people complain about when the boss makes a decision. If I'm in the room and the boss says we're going with A, and I know A is wrong, and I can say, you know what? I see why you want A, but maybe we should do B. Here's why. And I explain it, and the boss goes, no, A, cool. I can't complain about it if I never voice myself. If you don't voice yourself against a second-year head coach, what's the point of being Aaron Rodgers?
That's fine.
It ain't like Jalen. Now, Doug Peterson. If Doug Peterson takes out Jalen Hurts to put in old man fan, whatever his name is, and Jalen Hurts tells the coach, "Hey man, what do you think you're doing?" That's a little different. He's a rookie. Like we're talking about Aaron Rodgers here. I've seen Brady, Peyton Manning, get off the field, kickers, get the heck out, get back to the line. I've seen it. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know my future. I don't know anybody's future. I don't know. Stop it. He's a whiner. He's a whiner. And you know what? He's equivalent to Breeze. Him and Breeze are the exact same championships, but Breeze is better. Aaron Rodgers has dropped on my list significantly. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. I don't like his demeanor. I don't like anything about him. Right. He's a bad leader. You know who's a good leadership? Mahomes. Mahomes, good leadership. Tom Brady. Them is cast that like, man, you'll run through a brick wall for. Aaron Rodgers, come on. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it with Aaron Rodgers anymore. I can't. Phenomenal player. Great player.
Question.
California, love him.
Should LaFleur be fired?
Absolutely not. For what?
All right.
For what?
What do you mean for what? For making one of the worst decisions any coach has ever made in that situation in history?
Getting points? It's not the worst in history.
What do you mean getting points? What was it, the 4-yard line, 5-yard line? So you kick a field goal, so you have to score a touchdown when you're right there when you're going to score a touchdown.
I am so sick and
what are you
tired
talking
of
about?
Fam. Why? Wait, no. So you think he should be fired?
Yes, he should have been fired immediately on the field.
You're out of your mind. 2 years. What out of his mind?
No. So you don't understand. That right there. They may never be in that situation ever again, where they're 4 yards potentially from a Super Bowl. Why would you give him another chance? Why?
The defense was playing really good. He was playing decent. He was playing all right. The defense was playing all right. King was getting burnt.
31 points. What are you talking about?
Look, the defense was playing sufficient enough to where Brady went out there multiple times 4 and outs. So, like, it was perfectly fine. And Brady had 3 interceptions. It wasn't like Brady was out there balling. So, like, it wasn't like a ridiculous risk.
In the first half, he was. In the first half, they had 24 points or whatever in the first half.
Did we all expect?
He should have been fired immediately. They should have called to the bench. I said, let me talk to him on the phone.
Nope.
Immediately after he kicked the field goal.
No.
Yeah, just give your headset to the assistant coach. You're done.
No.
Before the game ended.
No.
Yes.
No.
He should have been fired immediately.
And that's why I also hate when, like, sports media is like, oh, man, LaFleur and Rodgers, their relationship. Oh, stop it. I don't believe anything anybody says. Then he gets on there and, like, throws everybody on the bus.
In terms of what?
Relationships with, like, you know what? Maybe it's Aaron Rodgers.
Saying the relationship is good or?
It's good. They were like, oh, man, LaFleur and Rodgers. All year.
It's a fluff piece, though. Who cares?
Aaron Rodgers is, bad taste in my mouth.
He should have been fired immediately.
Bad taste in my mouth. No.
Yes.
No, it's time for Aaron Rodgers. Maybe it's time for Aaron Rodgers to go.
One of the worst playoff decisions that anyone has ever made.
Maybe it's time for him to go. No, I can't. No. I can't with Aaron Rodgers. He's on my list. I can't with him. No. And what, his 5th championship game he's lost? Fam, the only common denominator is you and McCarthy from those years. This is 4th or 5th he's lost. It's you. Him and Brady him and Breeze, equal. Breeze and Rodgers, one Super Bowl appearance. Both of them equal. Breeze, you know what? Breeze is a better leader than Rodgers has or will ever be, period.
Is Rodgers a better quarterback or is LaFleur a better coach?
Come on, man. Don't do that.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. You get on here and rant.
No, you're right. You know why you're right? That Rodgers is a better quarterback than LaFleur's a better coach? That's the main reason why Aaron Rodgers can go to LaFleur and say, no. We ain't kicking this. Go sit down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shut your mouth.
That's a fine point.
I would have been like, shit, man,
Listen,
what?
That's a fine.
Don't sit there and be like, in the press conference, I thought we were going to go 4 times. You thought that? Why didn't you do that then? Be Aaron Rodgers.
You're putting zero blame on anyone except him.
No. See, you can't. I blame him. I do. Because you know what? The coach did his job. He played it safe. Let's get the points here. It might have been wrong.
No.
It was wrong.
No. If you do your job poorly, you can't, and you're the ultimate leader, you can't keep your job. This is why sports is so bad right now.
Ultimate leader is way different when you're on a team where your quarterback is Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, or anybody else.
This is why
and we're gonna talk about that too.
Bad because they do things based on a history of football coaches have done this in the past. They don't do things the right way based on the things that actually help you win, which is game time situation, scoreboard. No, they're like, oh yeah, coaches for the last 100 years proved to me that you should just kick the field goal here. So I'm gonna no. You don't make decisions like that anymore.
The decision wasn't just based off of that.
Yes, it is.
Tom Brady wasn't playing that spectacular. He had 3 interceptions. The defense was playing halfway decent. They had about 3 or 4 sacks.
So you're up 8, and you want to kick a field goal, give the ball to Tom Brady.
No, you don't want to do that. But in that situation, look, it's a bad decision. You're right. It's a bad decision because every single person thought they're going for it. Right? I was like, yeah, field goal. We all thought it. My point is Aaron Rodgers let it happen. I don't care.
But that's different.
I don't care. Then you know what?
You said that, which is fine. And then I said, should he be fired? And you said no.
No, come on, man. Fired.
So 2 different. Yes, absolutely. You think I want that guy back after he made that poor of a decision and lost a championship game they might not get back to? No, I'm not paying that guy again. My coach will be making the correct decisions, or you will not be employed. No one's coaching scared on my team.
Look.
You're just not. You're going to make the correct decision based on X, Y, Z. You're not going to do that kind of stuff that goes against win percentages. I'm sorry.
I'm picking Tom Brady to win the Super Bowl.
Of course you are.
What do you mean, of course? He's the greatest quarterback of all time. Why wouldn't I?
He's playing against the most talented quarterback of all time. But
well, he's playing on the team against him. He's playing against Todd Bowles' defense. That's who Jeez, now.
And they played him once already this year.
And what's his name had about 200 yards in the first quarter. Yes, I get it. But I have a feeling that's going to change dramatically. And I think the Buccaneers are going to win this game. I honestly do.
That's fine. I mean,
and you know what?
Picking Tom Brady to win is not a bad decision. I mean.
And you know what else I'm sick and tired of hearing now? I'm sick and tired of hearing about Arians, too. Okay? Arians has made...
Oh, yeah. You need to defend that position because you
Because Leftwich and Arians, we've talked about on this podcast, Leftwich has been a questionable offensive coordinator for quite some time.
Leftwich might be younger than Tom Brady, by the way.
He is. He's the offensive coordinator of the team. Has made some questionable decisions, offensive coordinating wise, for that team with Brady and before Brady. These are facts. Okay, Arians to me seems like an okay guy, I guess, but coaching wise, I don't think he's that good of a coach. You got Tom Brady. Arians sat there and said, you know what, if I was Belichick, if I saw Arians down the hallway, I'd slap the Kango off Arians' head if I was Belichick. Arians said, I let Tom Brady do the coaching unlike the other team in New England. Fam, if I was Belichick, why would I let Brady do the coaching? We're already 6 Super Bowls in. What do you want to do now? For what? What I'm doing is winning. Arians needs a Tom Brady to help him coach, which is why they're probably as good as where they are right now. I'm pretty confident.
Belichick might need one too.
Please, don't do that. Because,
he's never won anything without Tom Brady.
Yeah, but Tom Brady, he wouldn't let Tom Brady coach or do what he wanted, which is what their whole kerfuffle was about. He wanted to make the decision and do stuff like that, and Belichick, no.
That's fine, but New England may have made the wrong decision.
Well, yes, in hindsight they did, but I don't know if that team was good enough with Tom Brady without Tom Brady. Like, that team was awful.
The Bucs don't have tons of talent.
Oh, man, what?
They have good talent on offense.
They have some really good talent. What are you talking about?
So they don't have Tom Brady. What's that team's record? Are they better than 8-8? Because probably not.
Well, the problem is that they had Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston threw 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. Like, he wasn't a bad quarterback. He was a bad quarterback. And was like, man, you are really sucky good. Like, he was the best, worst quarterback I've ever seen in my entire life. And they would go 8-8. Fam, throw 30 touchdowns. Every game would be like 500 yards a game. So 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Okay, so is he league average quarterback, better or worse?
Who?
Jameis Winston.
Hard to say now because I need to see him play on another team before I can make a decision on that.
No. What's the Bucs record with Jameis Winston, a league average quarterback, or worse or better?
I don't think he's look, they wouldn't have been in playoffs, all right, if he was still the quarterback of the team.
Well, there's your answer.
But
Tom Brady.
Don't do that. Well, no, Tom Brady, yes, but you know what it is? You know what we taking into account? Tom Brady leadership as well. Tom Brady leadership, talking to the defense, talking to the line.
Oh, it's everything.
Like he's doing that. Seeing that video after what's his name? Muffed that punt. And then Mahomes was going down there having a chit chat with everybody, having a talk. That's what I like to see and know. I don't see Aaron Rodgers doing nothing, saying nothing. I see Aaron Rodgers sitting on the bitch with a Green Bay mask on his face, upset.
Why are we still talking about Aaron Rodgers?
Because I saw a difference in winners and non-winners. That's why. Aaron Rodgers is really good.
I'm not calling the guy a non-winner. He's had a 15-1 season in his career. Like,
cool. LaFleur is a winner too. Then he had a pretty good season this year. I'm not going to sit there and fire a coach that got me to the
he's a winner because
game.
He has Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if he's a winner because any other reason other than that.
Aaron Rodgers might be a winner this year because he had LaFleur. Because he wasn't a winner last year. You said Aaron Rodgers last year and the year before was awful. McCarthy. You said that.
He was worse.
Awesome. Now he's better now. This might be the best season he's ever had.
Maybe.
LaFleur's here. Is it him?
So wait, if LaFleur goes to San Diego or Denver, does he go to the playoffs?
San Diego? Maybe.
Does he go to Denver? San Diego went, I think, 7-9 or 6-10 this year.
Yeah, but they probably could have won undefeated. All the games they lost.
LaFleur is the difference between 6 and 10 undefeated?
I don't know. Okay,
Fam.
I'm just talking here. I'm doing a podcast here. All right, but let me tell you something.
Stop it.
You're not gonna sit there and say he's a bad coach because there's no evidence of it besides one bad decision at that moment. That doesn't make you a bad coach.
Yes, it does.
Every single coach in this league has made bad decisions.
Your job as a head coach is to know when to make the right decision. Yes, it is his fault.
Not 100% of the time. Sometimes it just doesn't work out that right. No.
Doesn't work out is fine. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, that's fine. But guess what? You made the right decision. You trust your other coaches to coordinate your team. Your job as a head coach is to do 2 things. Maximize your team's ability to win and manage egos. That's your job as a head coach. You're not teaching positions. You're not teaching X's and O's. You're not teaching how to run routes. You're not teaching how to take the handoff. You're not teaching how to read play action from linebacker position. Your job is to manage egos and make the correct decision. That's it. And if you fail at one of those, you need to go.
No.
Yes.
Not at year 2.
Yes. You
Not
need to go.
at year 2 playoff appearances, 1 championship appearance. No.
If he didn't have Aaron Rodgers, does he go to the playoffs either year? Probably not. Or
if Aaron Rodgers doesn't have LaFleur, does he go to the playoffs?
Of course he does, because he's been in the playoffs his entire career in Green Bay. So what do you mean?
Yes. Did they go every single year?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. The year he didn't go to the playoffs, he hurt his knee in game 1 and missed 8 weeks or whatever. And then the other time he missed.
He got put up on the Niners.
Broke his leg, and they had Seneca Wallace play quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, when he's been healthy, has made the playoffs at least every year, if not every year, 90% of the years.
Cool. But
LaFleur should have been fired after he made the decision. No. Period. Yes, my coach is not doing that. You do that when you only have 2 jobs on the roster, you're done. And we talk about the same thing with Cleveland head coach. Cleveland head coach is a defensive guy or offensive guy or whatever. I don't remember what it was.
That's way different.
When the other team was on the field, he should have been right next to the ref, ready to throw the challenge flag, not like loafing on the sideline.
No, he shouldn't be fired.
No, it's not different.
He shouldn't be fired.
Yes, he should have been fired. Based on the way that game ended?
Cleveland head coach?
Wait. Do you remember the time at the end of the game as well?
No. First of all, I had never been. I told you that was the first time I had been that mad for a football game, and I can't even remember.
Yes, he should have been fired immediately.
But what is his first year? Savansky was his first year.
I have no idea.
Look at his first season.
I don't know. No, last year.
Okay, he's 2 years in with a team that probably still shouldn't be there, and a team that I said if didn't make the playoffs next year wouldn't be shocked.
So here's a question.
Now,
did
the situation get too big for him?
No.
Absolutely. He mismanaged timeouts and mismanaged time.
Here's a question. Do they ever get back to that situation? Maybe, but chances are no. Based on their franchise history, the chances are less than 50%.
So you would rather take the risk of firing him, trying to bring somebody else in better to try to get back to that place again, or see if the person that got you to that place can get you there again?
I'm going to have the person in there who's making the correct decision 100% of the time.
Your football team, your head coach turnover ratio would be high if you owned a team.
No, it wouldn't. Because
you'd be the Redskins.
No, it wouldn't. Because
Washington football team.
If a guy is losing, as long as he's making the right decisions, he would be the head coach forever. This is the issue. Head coaches should have a little bit of say in who they want to hire as position coaches and coordinators.
You can't lose and make the right decision and be okay with it.
Yes, you can. That's what I'm trying to explain it to you.
A game. You can't be a losing team.
Bam. I'm explaining it to you. Winning the game, X's and O's is not the head coach's job.
Okay.
X's and O's is your coordinators and position coaches. That's their job.
Thanks.
If they don't do a good enough job, you replace them. If your head coach is doing the correct thing every single time, correct decision making, knowing when to go for it on 4th down, which is almost 99% of the time, knowing when to punt, which is almost 0% of the time, knowing when to go for it and not kick a field goal inside the 2-yard line like John Gruden, those are the things head coaches need to understand. Game, time, score, situations, and also managing egos. Mike Tomlin, probably the best manager of egos in the entire NFL. He's won 2 Super Bowls, or he was head coach for 1 Super Bowl and won another one as a coordinator or whatever. You wouldn't call him a great X's and O's guy or a great, but he's good at managing egos. He has people on his staff he trusts. Now, I'm not saying he makes all the correct decisions either, like those other guys do. You already know who my top guys are right now. Frank Reich makes it his top decision almost every time, and Harbaugh. Harbaugh was the first one to hire analytics crew to help him make decisions in-game. Those are the guys making the correct decision every time. You rely on your position coaches and your coordinators to get you into winning situations.
Harbaugh might be jobless next year. All right.
That's their fault. I would take him on the Raiders for the next 100 years.
I mean, probably a lot of teams would, but he's going to be out of a job next year if the Ravens don't probably get to the Super Bowl.
The issues are coordinators, position coaches. The issue for a head coach is, like I said, two things. That's it. LaFleur, gone. You may not ever be in that situation ever again. Gone. Browns coach, gone. You may not never ever get there again.
The
gone.
man that got you to the playoff. We'll see.
Gone. Where was he? Where was he to be? He was nowhere to be found when they needed to challenge that play.
Who's winning the Super Bowl? Josh does not want you to pick the Buccaneers, so go ahead and pick the Chiefs. The two most important people right now, to me, in this game, is Fisher, who tore his Achilles. That could be an issue. He's been down that line, probably the most recognizable and one of the best in the game at his position on the O-line for the Chiefs. That's one. I'm going to tell you, what's his name? Honey Badger. It's going to be pretty important in this game, I feel. He's going to have to be out there with Godwin, homeboy you talked about. I think Scotty Miller.
Oh, I was right about that, by the way.
I think they're gonna be out there trying to air that ball out on them, and Honey Badger's going to have to put in some work. Now, on the defensive side for them, if JPP can get to the quarterback like he did and homeboy, like they did for against Aaron Rodgers, they might be in a good position. Only problem with this is Mahomes can't run a little bit, and I think they're going to put in more plays for Mahomes to run, like offensively, like the plays for him to run versus him running when he needs to. But he's a good improviser. The best thing, like you said, a good position coach. The wide receivers coach, you know who doesn't get enough credit? Is probably the wide receivers coach for the Chiefs as well. The wide receivers coach for the Chiefs, they teach them, do not die out on the play. If you look at a lot of the Buffalo highlight tapes, when Josh Allen, there was a lot of time when Josh Allen thought he was done, gonna get sacked. He was like, oh, he's in trouble, got out. I look at the down the field, perspective watching whatever today, the receivers stopped moving. They ran their route and they were done. It was too late. By the time they realized Josh Allen was still on the move, then they tried to come back. It was way too late. You're not going to be able to do that. Wide receiver coach for the Chiefs, it's phenomenal, smart.
Well, he knows how good Patrick Mahomes is.
He knows how good Mahomes is, but it's a way to tie it in. And I agree with you all on assistant coaches and stuff like that. I do agree on that. But there's certain aspects to it where it's like, you know what? It just happened that way. Like, it just does.
No, you can't have you can't afford to have a decision that poor in the potentially most important situation in your entire life.
Then I feel like you got to fire Pete Carroll. You got to argue that.
Pete Carroll probably should have been fired multiple times. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Everyone could have been fired at some point or another.
When he threw that, instead of giving it to Marshawn, he threw it on the 1 yard line and threw that one in Bullock.
Yeah, but that's different. That's play calling. You want
to talk about a bad decision.
No, but that's not his decision. He's defensive guy. But that's play calling. That's not like, should we go for it on fourth down or should we kick a field? I'm talking about decision making. Like Dave Roberts, do I pull him, put a reliever in, or do I leave the starter in? That's a manager decision where analytics will help you make the correct decision almost 99% of the time. You're talking about a play calling where it's like, number one, it's probably in someone else's hand. You're often the coordinator. But the pass could have worked out too. It wasn't a bad decision to throw. It just made it look that way because the Pats picked them off.
Who wins?
That's different.
You didn't pick a winner?
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't do that. Pick.
No, I'm not.
You can pick next week, I guess, if you want.
Huh?
You can pick next week if you want.
I'm not going to be here next week. So you can. Oh no, 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I'm not going to be here.
Oh, good. We can know how to do the episode then, because I might need a break.
Hold on. What's today? Yeah, in 2 weeks.
Where you going?
Portland.
Ew. No, I'm joking. I love Portland. One of the greatest cities ever.
I think the biggest X factor. Well, there's two things that I want to bring up. Number one, the Bucs secondary has to be taught to grab the receivers on every route.
They're gonna have to grab at the line and double.
They have to be taught that because in the two games I've really watched closely, which was the last two playoff weeks, that's all their secondary does is hold every receiver every single time. If they play zone, they get murdered in zone. I texted that to the thread. They played Green Bay like 3 possessions in a row. They had what should have probably been holding penalty on the one interception and then next two drives. The very next drive after that, they went to a soft zone and the Green Bay went right on the field and scored a touchdown. So, number one, illegal contact and holding is going to be a big deal in the secondary. Are the refs going to let them go like they did against Green Bay where nothing was called the whole game until that final play? Or are they going to call it by the letter of the law the entire game? Because as good of a defensive coordinator as the Bucs have, he has to, like, the position coaches for the DBs have to coach to play that way, because I don't see any other secondaries getting away with what their secondary gets away with. It's crazy. And I don't believe in Tom Brady conspiracy theories or any of that stuff where people are like Brady. Like Brady might get a call on offense because he's Tom Brady, but he's not getting calls for them on their defensive side of the ball. Tom Brady's not on defense. So if they can hold Kelsey and Tyreek like that and get away with it, they're going to win. But if Kelsey and Tyreek are running free all game long, the Chiefs are going to blow them out. Because
I feel like they could shut one of them down, but you can't shut both down.
Well, here's the thing. Who the Chiefs played last week again?
Bills.
The Bills tried to cover Kelsey with a corner, and he ate every corner. Like, you can't cover him. You have to have a guy who's as big as a linebacker who runs like Dion to cover him. It makes no sense that Kelsey is that big and still that elusive. Like, he's ridiculous as a weapon. And then Tyreek, you can't press him. So that's what I'm saying. Like, how are the Bucs going to be able to hold Tyreek off the line when you can't press him? If you try to press him, one little foot movement and he's gone.
Even if you stop him, it doesn't matter. Kelsey is. We talk about Mahomes and all this great stuff. Kelsey might be the greatest tight end of all time.
He's not a better overall tight end than George Kittle, but he's the best receiving tight end that we've ever seen, definitely. He's the best offensive receiving tight end.
Best offensive receiving tight end. The last one I could think of, maybe Tony Gonzalez, maybe Shannon Sharp a little bit.
No, not even close. I bet you went and looked at those guys' stats that you're thinking of, their best seasons are like 700, 800
Tony Gonzalez
yards.
has some really good stats. I think he owns a lot of the records in stat-wise.
He did, but
game for game wise, I think he made touchdowns.
No. What I'm saying is, if you go look at a lot of those guys that people think are greatest tight ends of all time, they've got a lot of 700-800 yard seasons. Oh, yeah. And people, that used to be the standard. That's not the standard no more, because Kelsey went for 1,400 yards this year.
No, the tight end position over the last, I don't know how many years, has been like elevated to like
NFL is different. The NFL throws
extremely important now.
They throw it more.
It makes me mad when like a lot of teams don't use their tight ends more than they should.
That's the one
Cowboys.
That's the one personnel decision John Gruden actually got right. Waller's a superstar. He's probably the third best tight end in the league right now.
So who are you picking? Or you want to wait?
No. Man, like I said, there's a lot riding on how the refs call the game.
I'm surprised you have a hard time with it. I thought you would Chiefs easy.
No, you can't. I don't think it's ever easy to pick against a Tom Brady team.
Never has. And that's why I say Mahomes is that only player that I could think of since Tom Brady where I thought like, he's playing? Oh, they're winning. Oh, the week one? Who won the Super Bowl? Oh, probably Chiefs.
Well, last week we didn't know because we didn't know Mahomes got that neck injury. It was weird. But he obviously was fine in the game. I mean, he ate.
He probably would have still played after that concussion if they would have let him.
He got a little weird. What state he was in, so.
Well, you know he owns the Royals and probably 50% of Chiefs.
He probably didn't even remember he owned the Royals. I'm going to say Tom Brady wins another one because it's just like the storybook ending.
Phenomenal.
Crazy thing to go to another team.
Damn, the only Super Bowls he lost 2 came against the Giants team. The Giants team was one of those teams where it just happened to just match up pretty decent and a lot of luck on that side of beating them. I mean, they beat a Patriots team that was, 6-18?
Well, the Pats have had some luck, too. In the game they came back against Atlanta, Julian Edelman made that ridiculous catch that bounced off a head and a penis and a foot and whatever else, and he caught off the ground by like an inch.
I mean, the Patriots, I would even consider luck beating the Rams that one year when it was 13-3. I mean, all the Rams had to do was like put the goddamn ball in the end zone.
I don't think the Chiefs will be able to run the ball against the Bucs.
No. The Bucs is
I don't think they're going to try to run it that much, to be honest, because Andy Reid is the greatest offensive mind in football. There's no doubt about it. Now, he knows he has Patrick Mahomes, so that helps, but he's by far the greatest offensive mind in football, at least in my era.
He's a very fortunate coach.
Well, to have Mahomes, sure, but what are you mean something else?
I just mean because he lasted a very long time in Philadelphia, probably way longer than he should, but they just kept getting to the NFC Championship every single year, and they just kept losing it. Typically, any other position, a lot of coaches would have been fired. Now, back then, a lot more coaches lasted a lot longer in their jobs. You had your Steelers' old coach. You had a lot of coaches that lasted a lot longer. Yeah, Coward. You had a lot of coaches that lasted a lot longer back then. And it was like a lot of the times when they lost those big games to go to the Super Bowl, even the Super Bowl sometimes was questionable. It was always put on Andy Reid a lot of times.
Like, he's bad at still at time clock management.
And then based on what the Chiefs history, based on the history of the Chiefs, like head coaches wise, like Schottenheimer, Marv Turner, I think was there for a little bit before, and like so a few afterwards. And then you get Andy Reid. You can't argue with hiring Andy Reid. The coach has been with the Philadelphia Eagles, had a decent quarterback, and get to the NFC Championship almost every single year he's there. Can't argue it. But then Andy Reid made
Alex Smith look like a superstar.
Whoa. Now Alex Smith, no pushover. But he made him look better. He made it look like no
pushover. He was a game manager in San Francisco, and then all of a sudden he was throwing the ball down the field.
Yeah, he was a game manager in San Francisco, but that could have been coaching. They could have been coaching, made that decision. 1, 2. The Niners were still pretty good.
Was a quarterback coach. What are you talking about?
The Niners were still winning. Like I don't understand. Like you win, they won the game. Remember, I made fun of Alex Smith for it. Then he comes to the Chiefs. Plays really good.
They were winning, and then what happened?
Plays good.
Kaepernick took his job.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, yes, it happened. And then he goes to the Chiefs, and he's like, well, this guy's still really good.
Reid.
He's still really good. And then you get Mahomes.
Listen, look at Alex Smith's numbers pre-Chiefs, and then look at his numbers with the Chiefs.
Did Andy Reid coach anybody else on the Eagles besides McNabb?
Brian Westbrook and...
No, I mean, quarterback-wise.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I can't remember.
McNabb played a long time.
Very long time. Let's do top 10 sneakers and get the heck out of here. All right. Top 10 sneakers of 2016. Like I said, I think this 2016 year is the number 2 greatest sneaker year of all time to me. 2012 might still have that spot. Let me just read up a few sneakers that came out that year. Jordan 1 Band, Jordan 3 True Blue, Jordan 11 Space Jam, Reverse Shatter Backboard, Top 3s, Yeezy 350 OG Beluga, red stripes, white stripes, copper stripes, all them stripes. NMD Bape, NMD Nice Kicks, NMD OG Human Race, Presto Acronyms, 98 Supreme Snakeskins, SB Waffle, Pink Box, Green Box, Air Max Atmos Safari. All these sneakers came out in that year. Syracuse Highs, Griffey Air Max 1s, Silver Box, Foamposite Maroons, Kith, Linens. All these sneakers came out that year. Concepts Rivalry Pack, Salmon Toe 2.0. It's probably one of the greatest sneaker years of all time.
Well, you just read all the shoes off, so can
not all of them. There's so many.
We could just leave now?
But some of those I didn't even name that made my list. So, you got honorable mentions or you want to go first?
I do have honorable mentions.
What do you got? I have none because it's the greatest year, one of the greatest years of all time. Every single one.
Oh, so then shouldn't you have honorable mentions?
Fam, every single one can make this list of honorable
mentions. The best SB of the year to me is the Sea Crystal Low Dunk SB.
Can't do that.
Why?
Because you didn't feel that way then.
Yeah, I can. We're making a list in 2021.
I didn't put any SBs on my list or anything like that because I didn't feel that way back then.
Honorable mention.
I'll put an honorable mention on real quick. Honorable mention I'll put on real quick is one sneaker that I really, really loved. And that was the Presto Acronym. I love that one. Oh, actually, you know what? I got that on my list. Sorry. Never mind.
Also, honorable mention, the entire Pharrell HU original
That didn't make your list?
pack. I don't love any of them enough individually, but as a pack, it deserved to be on there.
I think that has to do it now. I think if we would have did this list then, you probably had it on your...
Well, I'm sure we did do it at the end of 2016.
But I think the rest...
probably was on there.
I think all these NMDs, HUs now sort of diminished the OG
probably yellow was on
bit.
my list because you like the black one so much. So
I love the yellow one. I just couldn't get it, but I had to get the black one.
Yeah, but at the time, you had a chance to draft that one or pick it or whatever. You didn't. You picked black instead of yellow. And then also the Kobe Fade to Black collection was an honorable mention because today is Kobe Day. So...
You want me to go first? You want to go first?
I don't care.
I'll go first real quick. Number 10, I got the Presto Acronym. I thought that was a very good iteration and an update on the Presto. I thought it was fire. So I got that number 10. Number 9, I got the Nice Kicks NMDs. Nice Kicks NMDs were one that I was not high on. You loved it. Then I saw them in person at Scottsdale Mall. This guy walked by. Never forget it. Now, kind of tacky.
That is ridiculously too low.
Whoa. Number 8, I got the Air Max 98 Supreme Snakeskin. Them joints were fire. And when Simple brought those joints in here that day when he got them, oh my God. Them joints are ridiculous fire. And the red and the navy are underrated as well. And I'm not a fan of 98s, but that 98 Snakeskin is fire. And Gundams. Number 7. I gotta flip the page because I wrote these kind of weird. Number 7, I got the Asics Classics Bodega on the Roads. You might not know what those are, but I have those. Faded, gradiated color with the pink toe, the teal, the brown, and it came with a camera in the box. So a special box, came with a camera, whatever. Love those. I always try to put them on, but I never wear them. Number 6, I got Salmon Toe 2.0. I mean, come on, it's a Salmon Toe 2.0. And I got the special box with the socks and the thing and all that. One of my regrets of all time selling it to Simple. I think that was my panic mode during my debt days, and I was like, oh, I got to make some money back. So I think that's why I did that. You got to live your truth, B. That was number 6. Number 5, I got the OG Human Race pack. The yellow, black, green, all of them. I was more partial to black because it's the one I could only get. Yellow was clearly my favorite, but I saw orange and blue in person in New York when I was there. Fire. Never seen green in person, ever. Number 4, I got Yeezy 350 OG Beluga. That to me is still the best Yeezy 350 V2 colorway to me. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. The OG Beluga, still. Number 3, I got Jordan 4 White Cement OG. I only have that on there because it's authentic. It's the authentic one, and we had that fake garbage from 2012. No, I do have it on this. That's the only retro I do have on there because it is the real deal. Number 2, I got AirTech Challenge Lavas. I mean, come on, me and you bought those ahead of time before they came out. We were so hyped. I mean, to me, it's still top 3 favorite sneaker of all time to me, all right? And number 1, which is another retro story, I got Band 1s on there. Band 1s is on there because many people listen to this podcast many times knew I had 2 of the bands on with the X's on the back when I picked them up from the Nike outlet, and I sold them both for $700 each. Ever since I sold them, I never saw another Band 1 ever again in my life, could never get my hands on one. Shout out to the homie Don, got me a pair, gave me a pair for retail, I believe, and I still have that pair to this day, and I will never get rid of it because if I get rid of it again, I'll probably never own a Band 1 in my entire life. Facts.
Well, you also don't get rid of it because it's something everyone should own. So
facts.
Number 10, Jordan 11 Pinnacle Gray Suede. Not the low. Not the low. It was a regular one, mid-high, whatever it's called.
That didn't come out to everybody.
Yeah, it did. You're thinking of Jeter.
Oh, the gray one.
The gray one.
Oh, you like that?
I mean, it's number 10. So. Number 9, Air Max 98 Supreme Snakeskin.
Welcome.
Number 8. All right.
Is that hoodie brown or maroon?
What?
Is that hoodie brown or maroon?
It's more red than brown.
Oh. Indian clay.
Something like that. Number 8, Ultra Boost Uncaged Soul Box. I would have fought someone for those.
Oh, yeah. Them was fire. I know one person with them.
We both do, but...
Oh, yeah, you knew him, too. He's on the lamb.
Yes. I need to know if that's an acronym for something.
The lamb.
That's funny. Number 7, Jordan 1 Reverse Shattered.
Whoa. I didn't think that'd make your list.
Why?
Shout out to the homie that gave me those 2 from listening to the podcast. Sent them to me.
Only one retro shoe made my list. I try to avoid retro shoes, so that's why I have none of that other stuff in here. One retro made it, and it was only because it was the first time it came out in 21 years. You can do the math. Jordan 1 Storm Blue. Kind of regret the fact that I didn't ever buy those.
Yeah, I think we could have actually just bought those. Was that one of the ones that kind of sat a little bit?
I don't know if it's sat, but I mean, I want to say yes. It would have been easy to get.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't like a hard cop. There's a few ones that are like that.
UNC one, I think, was pretty easy, too. I'm not saying necessarily you get it from the store, but it'd be cheap to buy resale. Number 5, Ultra Boost, the first mid Ronnie Feig.
The Aspen?
Kith Aspen mid.
Super whack now. But back then?
It's not whack. It's just... No, it's still fire. It's just not. I mean,
the laces are fire.
No one's really wearing Ultra Boost anymore.
Yeah, they
especially
are.
mids. For you to barely foot. Okay, relax.
You wear my jeans.
Relax. All right.
Hit the slopes.
Yes, thank you. Number 4. I'm surprised you didn't put this on your list. Jordan. Well, sorry, you didn't get this one. Maybe that's why it's not on your list. Jordan 1 Low Chicago OG.
That came out that year? Oh, low. Dang.
Yeah, the Chicago Low.
You're right. How many times I could have bought that off eBay?
That's a new shoe.
No, of course not.
Yes, we all could. I think I paid $95 for mine.
I sigh.
Number 3, yeah, I think you had it number 4, Beluga 350 V2. Absolutely deserves to be a top 3 shoe of that year.
Thanks.
One that you didn't mention, I'm kind of surprised. I would have thought you would have had it in there, but you had a couple retros. Jordan 1 top 3. Number 2.
I couldn't put that in there. I mean, now, yes, I probably would, but because back then, remember, I bought like 4 of them, and I thought they were the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
No, you just were upset that we couldn't resell them. We didn't think they were whack. You just were upset. You paid like $280.
I thought the leather was bad too on them. I was like, because I was gonna keep one and sell the others, and I was like, oh my god, these are whack. And I sold all.
I don't
of them.
remember it being that bad.
I think I
had a pair.
Yeah, and
retail pair.
But yeah, hindsight, like, yeah, them joints is fire. Like I want a pair now.
Yeah, because that's how it works. And then number 1, like I said, way too low. NMD R1, nice kicks, number 1.
You know what I messed up? I should have put a Victor Cruz on my list. I don't know what I'm doing. A Victor Cruz should have made my list.
Honorable mention.
I still consider that. Don't do that. I consider Victor Cruz one of the greatest trainers of all time.
I had that blue one in like one of those clear boxes, and it's so whack. I just put it back in a box and put it on the shelf. I don't want to look at this. Now, somebody wants to buy it.
I knew you didn't like that. When you copped it, I knew you didn't like it. It felt like it was a pressure. I think we pressured you to cop that because we was just raving about them.
Dodger PE, you know?
Yeah, you thought that. Then you was like, I can't wear any blue sneakers with Dodgers gear. It just doesn't make any sense to me unless it's a Cortez.
Yeah.
So to buy. All right, you got anything else? Nope, that's it. Appreciate everybody who likes, subscribe, share this podcast. That's a sneak diss. Pow, 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 pow.